everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Native Girl, a little bit of Lisa, Sarah, how you guys doing? Notification went out kind of late. I just got mine like a minute ago. It's kind of weird. All right, let's see. Checking in. Yeah, this is going to be a quick live kind of overview. I do like this new law and crime video that came out on Monday or yesterday, a day ago. And I'm going to go over that too. I have a special guest today. I have Native Girl with me today. She wanted to come up because I was going to introduce her to, we were going to go over some things, but she wanted to come up just to say hi and, get the nerves out. So, hi, Native Girl. You want to say hi to everybody? If she's there. Native Girl, we are live. We'll wait and see until she gets her stuff situated. But in the meantime, yeah, I didn't want to, recycle the same old stuff and things like that. I get it with the case. Everybody's frustrated. Everybody wants an arrest. I do too, obviously. And hey, Flo, what's up? How you doing? Oh, I muted you? No, you're not muted. You're good. You're good now. You're not muted. You're off. There we go. So you're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. We're live.
Okay.
There we
Sorry,
go.
I'm trying to figure all this out.
Yeah, no worries. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm just trying to figure everything out. But hey, everyone. Good morning. Good afternoon, depending on where you are.
Special guest, Native Girl in the house. She does my music. She plays the guitar. So yeah, I'll be having her up a little bit just so that so she can get the nerves out. It's good practice for her.
I'm really trying to figure all this out too.
All right, that's cool. So I'll have her on. We're gonna watch this video, and again, the lawyer on here is really good. That's why I'm gonna bring this up, and we'll go over this long crime sidebar with Jesse Weber. Shout out to Jesse Weber. And again, he's got a lawyer on here. He's really good. The way he breaks it down. I think he was a former prosecutor for the Los Angeles department. I don't know. It was just really good. And so again, I want to make this like maybe a quick live, maybe a check-in live, because again, there's really not too much new information other than like the Discord and my trip over to either San Bernardino or Santa Barbara and or LA. But let me play this and we'll get started. Let's see, here we go.
Seems the twists and maybe confusing turns in the Celeste Rivas Hernandez death investigation are continuing, because this time, after TMZ reported that LAPD told them that there were no arrests that are imminent in connection with the 14-year-old's death and disposal of her body. Remember, her corpse was found back on September 8th in a Tesla reportedly registered to singer David out in LA. Now it's being reported that, according to the LA Times, law enforcement sources say evidence has been presented to a grand jury already. Now, it's an investigative grand jury, to be more precise. We're going to talk about what that is, because it's our understanding they can't return an indictment, right? So we're not talking about formal charges just yet, but an investigative grand jury certainly plays a key role in certain criminal cases. We'll explain it. Now, to be clear, right now, there have been no arrests in connection with Celeste's death in any way. David has not officially been implicated in any crime. There is reporting that he is potentially a suspect. But according to reporting from the LA Times and LA Magazine, this prosecution team in front of this purported grand jury is being led by Deputy District Attorney Beth Silverman. That this is a case where they've potentially had several witnesses who have already testified in front of this grand jury. That this may be a grand jury that has been impaneled since mid-November. We don't even know, by the way, if this is all true.
And so with the investigative group, I'm going to say, let me unmute Native Girl. Do you remember, Native Girl, we were talking about the investigative grand jury and about how people are talking and witnesses, and I was saying that there might be one or two or uh, people that might have immunity in regards to this case.
Yes.
So that's pretty interesting. I
Mhm.
was I was asking ChatGPT. I was like, "Well, what's going on with this?" We went back and forth, and there is immunity. You can't get charged with a crime, but you have to talk about it. You have to be a witness for the state, and you'll get immunity. But then if you don't talk, then you'll be in contempt of court, right? So there are some like journalists that have been arrested for contempt of court. What were you saying about that? The Native Girl, the sources or something?
Yes. There have been news journalists that have been
Mm-hmm.
taken to court to reveal their sources.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, you have a journalist, that's part of their integrity. That's part of,
Mm-hmm.
their training. You don't give up your source. So there have been a number of times where the journalist has refused and they've gotten contempt of court. But what it sounds like after, hearing all of this
Mm-hmm.
is that they were probably initially granted immunity
Mm-hmm.
to reveal the source. And, just because of their integrity, they a lot of times still don't want to reveal their sources. But that's what leads to a situation where they're held in contempt and they're put in jail. And eventually, it seems like they've all revealed their sources
Mm-hmm.
ultimately.
Yeah, and that's the thing we were talking about this, and I'm like, man, so if people are talking, they'll have immunity, but you have to be a witness, and if you don't talk, it's like you go to jail. So it's like puts them in this place of like, okay, you want to go to jail or you want to cooperate. So
Right.
that's how I see with this case. I'm like, man, so we might see people come out with some immunity in this case.
Oh, I
Some
think there
immune,
will be. I agree.
yeah.
Hmm.
All right, so let me play this again. We'll continue.
If it's still meeting, we don't even know if evidence is still being presented and gathered in front of this grand jury. The reason the LA Times apparently is reporting this is because they say they got a hold of a court filing, which we're going to talk about a little bit later, that makes reference to a grand jury number. And look, obviously, neither the district attorney's office nor the LAPD is going to outright confirm this, given the secretive nature of grand jury proceedings. But it's interesting when you think about what Nathan Hochman, the Los Angeles County District Attorney, said just last month. Quote, "The police have not presented the case to our office, so at this point I don't anticipate one way or another whether or not charges will be filed." Telling the truth, did things change? And this comes on the heels of a lot of developments from last week, which we talked about on Sidebar. The back and forth in this is, you get whiplash. It came out that sources close to the investigation told TMZ that Celeste's body was frozen, that it had actually been thawing out when it was found in that tow yard, that she had been decapitated, that her limbs had been severed and cut into pieces, and whether this is complicated knowing for sure what had happened to her. The problem is, an LAPD captain and commanding officer of the Robbery Homicide Division told people.
Let me pause this real quick. And see these pictures right here, guys? There's something about these pictures. This one, especially the one on the right, where it seems like it's taken either off of a computer, it's taken, it's just they're always so blurry with these pictures. I don't know why. I don't know what the heck's going on. But in these pictures, I wonder if these are in 2025, because I know the last known public photo is the one that came out, SF Investigative came out, was in January 2nd, 2025. But I was thinking, like, man, is this her in 2025? Because it looks like she's getting older in these pictures. She's progressing. Um, Again, I have a special guest today, Native Girl. Hey, Native Girl. I'll say hi to everybody.
Hello, everyone.
She's getting her nerves out to try to be up on stage. Because we were wanting to go live on the pregnancy talk, and so she asked me if I could we could, come up. She can come up and that way get her comfortable. So I was like,
Yeah, just a little bit. And
yeah.
I did notice that
Mm-hmm.
underneath my name, this is something we did months ago,
Mm-hmm.
just when we were playing on the stream. And so I have my title under there as top native. Yeah, I might want to change that.
Top name. That's funny. I just noticed that.
Yeah, it was a joke at the time, and then didn't even think to change it this time, but
Yeah. Just
maybe
leave it. It
yeah,
looks
yeah.
good.
Okay. I'll think
Well,
about it.
but yeah, remember we were talking about this right here, and I mean we went deep into this right here, and I was saying like, man, what if this is like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it might be too early to like deep dive into like conspiracies into this, but I was wondering, man, maybe this is like her in 2025 or something like that, because she just looks older, she looks taller here. A little bit, Lisa, her face looks the same in each, with every slight change in the eyelid position. The background looks to be added, make me wonder if this is one original, makes me wonder original and other are AI manipulation. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like a manipulation of AI making it. We were talking about that, right, Native Girl? I was like, what if,
Mhm.
I mean, I went deep. I mean, I know I'm coming in cold right now and it's the morning, but I mean, I was already warmed up with the case, and I was like, what if David put out these pictures to try to make it seem like she's still alive in 2025, right? And I was like, man, that would be such a frick, because he's manipulative with the camera, with his pictures. I was like, what if he's doing this on purpose and trying to manipulate, trying to put out misinformation and pictures of her to look maybe older, that, or either if TMZ is doing that to make her appear to look older, so that we were like, maybe they did think she was 19. Those were my two thoughts. It's like maybe TMZ is manipulating these pictures to make her look older, because we've seen the video from the TMZ one where she's arguing with the gangster, with the Southsider, and he's even like, you're a little girl, go back to your house.
Mhm.
So I was like, man, I was like, I don't know. Right now, to me, anything's possible. Anything right now. Nothing's off the table. Hey, Cindy Lynn, good to see you. It's just nothing's off the table regarding symbolism, regarding rituals, regarding AI, regarding the narratives, controlling the narratives. It just, nothing is off the table for me right now.
Right. I think both
Mhm.
of those are valid points. It could be a manipulation of the photo just to, make her appear like she's older. And it could be David or TMZ.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, I agree.
Let me read some comments. Yeah, so the background, so a little bit of Lisa is saying like, yeah, the background, right? And why is it so blurry? Why are these pictures blurry is what I don't get. With the new iPhones that are coming out, with the camera that David has, why are they so blurry? So weird. Hey, Master Death Hancock, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. He or she says she was alive in August 23rd. Show on TMZ reports working with David's lawyer, telling you she's not at because he across state lines as minor. Whoa. Lisa says, I've only watched you, Mark, on this case. I haven't kept up otherwise. Well, you're at the right channel, because I deep dive. So let me play this again for you guys. Let me keep going.
People magazine, this is not accurate. We're talking about Scott Williams. Said Celeste's body was not frozen. She was not decapitated. The whole frozen thing doesn't even make sense. Her body was in the car for weeks. Even if she had been frozen solid when she was put in the car, which there is no evidence to suggest she was, 5 or more weeks in the trunk of a car in sweltering heat in the middle of summer would not have resulted in a partially frozen body being discovered on September 8th. Basically said that she'd been dead for at least several weeks. TMZ, though, pushed back on this. They doubled down that their source connected to the LA County Medical Examiner's office insists Celeste's body was partially frozen, and even highlighted that there's one document from the ME's office that apparently reads, the decedent was not live scanned due to waterlogged fingers. that their sources say the ME may not be able to officially determine the cause or manner of death because of the state of Celeste's body. And TMZ explained that there's this ongoing tension between the ME's office and the LAPD that goes beyond just this case. It's been problematic apparently for years. We'll get into this as well. But something's wrong here. Something's off. There's a miscommunication, right? I will tell you this. The Robbery Homicide Division released a statement a few days ago, and we haven't talked about this yet. It said the following, quote, "The Los Angeles Police Department, LAPD, is aware of the recent stories posted by various media outlets about the David Celeste Rivas investigation and would like to dispel some misinformation contained in their reporting. The body of Celeste Rivas was not frozen when it was discovered on September 8th, 2025. She had not been decapitated. We have evidence that David traveled to the Santa Barbara area sometime during the spring of 2025. The reason for that trip is still under investigation, and we've drawn no conclusions at this point about the relevance of the trip to this case. As far as the court order, the LAPD sought to seal the records of the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's investigation into Celeste Rivas' death. That order was sought only to ensure detectives from Robbery Homicide Division learned of important information surrounding her death before the media and the public. The order was not sought to undermine transparency. No other information will be provided at this time." And by the way, regarding that sealing, we talked about this in a prior sidebar, but the ME had received a court order sought by the LAPD to place a security hold on any information being released from the ME's office about Celeste's death. So no records or cause or manner of death. None of that information can be released to the public. And, as I mentioned before, the LA Times apparently reviewed this court petition seeking the security hold, and it makes reference to a grand jury number. Hence why there is now this reporting that it's possible a grand jury has been convened here. And before we even get into the grand jury aspect too, not only was there reporting that David is being considered a suspect.
So they'll go into the grand jury, and I just have to make some commentary on this for fair use. Hey Sharon, good, and I wanted to say hi to Sharon. Hey Sharon, good to see you. How you doing? Lisa says to throw us off, maybe like you go to the trouble to use AI would be perfect. So let's throw off the focus to make it look like it isn't perfect. This isn't an AI. Yeah, they try to like make it blurry, make it yeah, that's true, right? Make it I don't know. Yeah, make it blurry. Let me play this again.
In the case, even though the LAPD hasn't officially confirmed that. By the way, there's mixed reporting on whether he was cooperating during this investigation or not. But acclaimed criminal defense attorney Mark Garagos said on his Two Angry Men podcast that a second suspect has been identified by authorities, someone who was connected to the disposal of Celeste's body, saying, quote, "They've got this thing down to a timeline that's almost down to the minute, triangulated down to the location. It's social media, cell phone, Tesla, it's other GPS tracking devices." So now we have all that, if that's true, and now we have this reporting about a grand jury proceeding. Time to bring in Nima Rahmani, former federal prosecutor, somebody that knows the ins and outs of the criminal justice system, particularly in California. Nima, thank you so much for coming on. I want to just take...
So yeah, this guy's really good. His commentary's really good, and he's a former prosecutor from the Los Angeles area. He's got a lot of insight. So I'm going to try to play it in its entirety with his in it, because I feel like the information is really good. It's a really good refresher. There's nothing new in here other than his perspective, and he puts it in pretty good, pretty well. So I'll play with it in its entirety, okay?
Step back here and explain to us what an investigative grand jury is. How is that different from our understanding of what, a typical grand jury is?
Jesse, thanks for having me. Obviously, a sad and fascinating case. And an investigative grand jury can subpoena witnesses and documents, right? That's its function. It can't return an indictment. And I think it's important for people to know that grand juries are not typically used here in California, right? Obviously, like, I'm a former federal prosecutor. We used to use them all the time. But in state courts here, they usually proceed...
Oh, former federal prosecutor.
...by a complaint and a preliminary hearing. There's two ways to get to a felony jury trial: a grand jury indictment or a prelim. And DAs here, they almost always proceed using a complaint and a prelim. So why aren't they doing so in this case? That's the question. I think The reason is they want to lock in some of these witnesses before the grand jury, make sure they don't go sideways, because they're going to need some cooperators at trial in this case. And that's why the DA's office convened a grand jury, because if you want evidence, you can probably just get a search warrant. That's much more powerful than a grand jury subpoena.
I have a lot of questions about that. So first of all, right, a preliminary hearing would be public. Like, I'm not saying necessarily cameras, but reporters would be in there. It's open to the public. We would know what the evidence is against defendants. Grand jury proceedings are secret, right? So you make a good point about that. Why would they want to keep it secret? Is it, you mentioned before, but is it also they don't want to tip somebody off? They don't want the public, they don't want potential suspects, potential defendants to know what they may or may not have right now? And by the way, defense attorneys wouldn't know about a grand. They can't present evidence. They can't present a defense argument. So they're just waiting to see what comes back. So is that also one of the reasons this could be secret? I mean, maybe secret, we're reporting about it.
Well, look, I mean, grand juries are supposed to be secret. There are leaks all the time. I've been somewhat critical of this case. Look, I live and work in Los Angeles. I respect law enforcement, but things have been moving at a very slow pace in the Celeste Rivas case. And obviously, I want law enforcement to get it right. I don't want them to rush to judgment. That's a common defense argument. But now we're coming up on 3 months since her body was found. And when it comes to the body, the most important thing to know is it's been returned to the family, right? That evidence is gone. So whether it's the final autopsy or the toxicology or whatever it is, those investigations and tests should have been done by now. So I don't know what's taken law enforcement so long. I don't know why they went the grand jury route, because when you take a long time, witness memories can fade, evidence can disappear, and importantly, suspects can flee. So I don't like the grand jury route, but maybe the DA's office thought, look, we have to convene this grand jury. It's supposed to be secret. I got to get these witnesses to testify now, because I might lose that evidence later on.
Explain this to me, how it works, what an investigative grand jury does. Because look, a typical grand jury, right, would be presented, that would return an indictment. They're presented kind of like a streamlined case, maybe a few witnesses, maybe an investigator, maybe a victim, and they have to get a majority, right, of the grand jurors that are convened. You think there's probable cause for an indictment and return an indictment. What does an investigative grand jury do? Like, what's their day-to-day? How long are they usually convened? And what's the end result? What do they prepare at the end?
Yeah, so you're right. Typically, you go to the grand jury to get an indictment. So what does that mean? You put on your witness, almost always a law enforcement witness. Usually, it's not a witness that has anything to do with the case, because the rules of evidence don't apply. They can present all sorts of hearsay evidence to the grand jury, right? You want someone that's not going to be used as impeachment later on, that might say something inconsistent, how they're going to testify at trial. So you have this summary witness that talks about all the evidence in the case, present that to the grand jurors. And like you said, you just need a simple majority. Usually you have 23 grand jurors, and then you only need 12 out of those 23 to return an indictment. And the standard is low, just probable cause.
Right.
Okay, grand jury indictments in a matter of minutes. That was the function of a grand jury, to charge people. So you summarize the evidence, feed it to them in a spoon-fed way, make it easy for them to sign that true bill or the indictment. An investigative grand jury is very different. They tend to go longer because their role is to actually hear the evidence. So obviously on law and crime, we cover a lot of trials. Everyone's familiar with that question and for an investigative grand jury, it's almost like a deposition, right? You want that witness talking for a long time. So there's the prosecutor, there's a court reporter, there's a witness, and the grand jurors. That's it. There's no one else in that grand jury room. There's certainly no defendant, no defense attorney that's going to cross-examine the witness. So you want to lock in that witness like you would in a civil deposition. Now, some states do allow for depositions in criminal cases, but California is not one of them. So think of that grand jury proceeding more like a deposition than actually something that's used to return an indictment. So at the end of the investigative grand jury, they can make recommendations, but they cannot return an indictment. That has to go to a different grand jury.
So are they given at the end of the day, hey, after everything you heard, do you think there's enough to subpoena this witness? Do you think there's enough for a search warrant? And at the end of whatever their session is, they said, do you think there's enough for us to, I guess, present the evidence we have in front of a different grand jury for an indictment? Am I right about what the end of the day looks like them every day?
That's absolutely right. So they would have to go to another grand jury to get an indictment. Again, I'm not saying they would necessarily do that. And normally they would just get a complaint, an arrest warrant, and pick someone up and deal with the prelim. Getting a grand jury indictment in the state court system here is rare. It does happen, but it's rare and it's not typically done, especially in murder cases.
So Let me ask you this. Is that because this is complex in a way? Why would it, are there aspects of this where you might be dealing with a confusing state of affairs, cause of death, manner of death, multiple players, high profile nature of this? Why go this alternative route? And by the way, I don't know if it's a murder investigation. There's back and forth on whether or not it's a homicide investigation. What makes this a complex death investigation?
I don't necessarily think it's that complex. Obviously, look, you have a body that was decomposing for quite some time. There's a lot of misinformation out there that might not be true. Obviously, first we heard it was dismembered, then it wasn't dismembered, then it was completely decomposed, then it wasn't, then it was frozen, but maybe it's not. So LAPD is certainly one of the most secretive when it comes to providing information. They repeatedly request any kind of Public Records Act request. Information that comes out is usually leaked. That's just kind of how they do things. They're not very transparent, unfortunately, as a law enforcement agency. And look, and maybe that's for the good when you're dealing with an investigation like this. But the reason I think this is maybe a challenging case is you got to get into the history between Celeste and David, if it was, or someone else, right? She was missing for a year and a half. We don't know why she ran away. There was some sort of romantic or sexual relationship, how she died. Was she killed? Was it an accident? Was it an overdose? So there's a lot of questions that we don't know. All those questions, Jesse, I don't necessarily think lead us to the grand jury route. What the grand jurors are going to do to answer these questions, these are more questions for detectives and medical examiners and doctors and so forth. But again, I think what the grand jury can do is bring witnesses in, get their testimony locked down so they don't go sideways at trial. That is the advantage of a grand jury in a case like this. I think this case is going to rely a lot on cooperators, right? People that were in that inner circle, right? That knew whether it was David who had access to the front of that Tesla or it was someone else, whether they're percipient eyewitnesses. I think that's the evidence the grand jurors are hearing, witness testimony. And the DA's office is thinking, well, listen, I don't want to wait till the prelim, or I don't want to wait all the way to trial. I'm not sure how this witness will present or what they will say, or if they'll go sideways and do a 180. I want to lock them in now, and that's why I'm convening this grand jury.
And that's their testimony. They can't escape from that. The preliminary, by the way, would be in front of a judge to determine if there's enough probable cause to move forward. So different than a grand jury.
Actually, let me add some commentary to this because they went over a bunch of stuff, so I want to unpack it while it's fresh. Yeah, so he's saying that they want to lock people into their statements. And to me, what this says is that maybe what, a lot of the people that are out of the country, like Asia, Neo, the fam, the fam as they call themselves, are probably have already locked in their statements, right? Maybe Asia, maybe Neo have immunity for their statements, for their cooperation, for being witnesses. They're saying like, look, you want jail or do you want to just cooperate? We don't care about this other stuff. We don't care about if you guys were pardoned, if you guys were doing this or the other. We need to know what was going on with the relationship between David and Celeste Rivas. We need to know what was going on in that house. Don't worry about it. You guys have immunity, but you have to tell us the truth and you have to be a witness for the state. That's what I'm wondering. And I'm like, dang, man. I mean, it's like it's strategic. It's an investigative, yes, grand jury, but there's a reason for it. And I think it's because we're going to see immunity from some of these witnesses. Man, but yeah, this is a very good interview. This guy's like a former federal prosecutor. He knows the ins and outs of LA. And he has been on TMZ as well, so he'll go into that in a bit. But man, what do you guys think so far? Yeah, I really thought this guy was a really good guest on here. And you're unmuted, Native Girl.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. What do you think so far?
Yeah, I think it's a legal maneuver, a tactic that they used in the courts to get people to speak up. And it would be, I mean, look at it. It's not going to be a great choice for anyone that says that they don't want to cooperate, because what's left, contempt of court. So they're more than likely, if they're going to get immunity, they still have to worry about their safety. But I would say that they're most likely going to sing You know, we've been talking about that since the beginning. Who's going to sing? And I think if they're given immunity, the only thing that would hold them back at that point would be if they were, you know, in fear of their lives or something along those lines.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, right? It's like I'm like, let's save it for YouTube, so when we get on, and that's the thing too. It's like, I mean, I really thought that, I mean, I really think this guy's really good with this interview, and really good lawyer. I mean, just phenomenal. You can just tell the way he carries himself that he's really good. And shout out to this guy. I'm going to try to get his name so I can, you know, make sure, you know, I like to have a name to their face. But right, like you're saying, somebody is singing, somebody might be talking, right? Hey, Melissa, good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see who else just popped in. I got a special guest, my mod, Native Girl's in here, getting her feet wet, so to speak.
Hello. Yeah, this is different. It's different. It's definitely different being on here, and I'm not ignoring everyone in chat. I just don't have access to it. So yeah, I'm not seeing what everyone's saying, and there was something I wanted to go back to on
Yeah,
the
go for it.
photos. On the photos,
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it looks like it could potentially be a photo, and the back's blurry, so maybe they're photoshopping her in different scenarios, but I don't know where the originals came from. So you would actually have to know where the original was from.
Yeah, and it's like blurry. It's like, why is it so blurry?
Maybe because they're not good at Photoshop.
Yeah, maybe. Let me catch up on the chat.
Possible, but you know, I'm not going to say for sure. But you know, that's just kind of one of the things that come to my mind.
Let me catch up on chat. Marisa says this interview was a good one. Master Cops lie to TMZ, reports lie, science and math don't. Lisa says Sharon true, except I don't think he was talented, but label saw a reason to market him for sure. Then this too hot to handle after this. Sharon, justice for Celeste Rivas. In our eyes, she matters in their eyes. It's money first. You see how they have death clauses in their contract. Whoa, that's true. Excuse me. They don't care about lives. They have huge insurance policies. That's 100% true, Sharon. 100% true. A little bit of Lisa lock people in without public record. Sharon, yes, I agree. No time, but that's opinion in that industry. That's their opinion. They popped him out of five with a $5 million contract. Let's see. Asia know what happened. She was wearing Celeste clothes too, just as guilty, says Master. You can't convene a grand jury with nothing, says Lisa. Marisa says also, I think LAPD knows that David has the ability to pay off people, so better do it all on the hush before defense knows what they are up to. Oh. Hey, Chloe, how you doing? Chloe was my opinion. What he is saying is they want to lock them into their statements now because in California, there's no way to get those statements prior to calling them at a prelim or trial. This is the only way to know whether what these witnesses are going to say will support their case, assuming they're not cooperating. Yeah, that's what this lawyer is saying, right? Lock them into their statements. And Sharon says, yes, Asia knows what happened. Oh, yes, for sure, for real. A little bit of Lisa, I think he is. Sharon, money, you slide someone can hold them off only, but for so long. Lisa says, oh, Native Girl, you should be able to. Master, in July 4th video, they are getting ready. Asia says, backseat talking about off-roading. David starts looking at each other. Wired, he points his neck. She's nuts up. He has song about blood all over. Huh? He got the Tesla detail before he parked it last time. Wow. Lisa, if y'all look at the center pic and the street pic, her face seems to match too well. Of hair moved, head tilted a little bit more. I know, right? That's, I don't know. There's just something where I lock into those pictures where I'm like, if these are older pictures, why does she look older? It's so weird. Lisa, let's see. Oh, hey, Cindy from sunny South Florida. How you doing?
Hey, Cindy.
PI says Master Dad's PI said they took the test off road and it was beat up Santa Barbara trip. Yeah, that makes sense, huh? Man, wild stuff, huh? Native girl and wild stuff.
Yes, it is.
So let me play this again.
The secret aspect. By the way, we talk about why there might be a grand jury. This reporting that there was a reference to a grand jury number. PD's court petition to place a security hold on the ME. Are they right? Does that seem accurate that there's probably a grand jury going on?
I do think there is a grand jury. And again, it goes back to LAPD, right? I mean, they want to make sure everything is secret and they put a hold on this. Typically, we've talked about it, right? There's a presumption that government records are public, right? Including an ME's report and court filings are public. But in this particular case, they're trying to prevent that report from being released. That leads me to believe that the report is complete. The investigation should be complete or nearly complete. And the fact that LAPD is putting a hold on it, again, typical for this jurisdiction, but not typical for how other law enforcement agencies elsewhere handle these types of reports.
And to be clear, we don't know exactly how long, if this grand jury does exist, how long it's been impaneled for, right? There's been reporting that since mid-November. Could be before that. If I were to tell you that, there was reporting that there was a search warrant of the house that David was staying at back in September where certain material was reportedly seized, this rental property, and this rental property was near the Tesla, that doesn't necessarily mean that search warrant was issued by this grand jury, right? That it could have been law enforcement. It could be separate, right? So even though there were developments in this case, or seeming developments, doesn't mean it was coming from the grand jury. It means it was maybe from law enforcement.
I believe that's right, Jesse. And there was reporting that law enforcement executed those search warrants of the home in September. The owner of the home talked to the press and said that there were cameras. So I assume that video information was downloaded as well. Obviously, we know Teslas have plenty of videos, potentially treasure trove of electronic evidence in this case, right? I mean, these were young people. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of text messages and the like. So I'm sure we're going to see a lot of evidence in electronic format in a case like this.
Now, can two things be true at once? Can I say, hey, there's an investigative grand jury being impaneled with the idea of potentially another grand jury being impaneled that would indict someone in connection with Celeste's death or disposal of her body, and at the same time, LAPD allegedly telling TMZ that there's no arrest that's imminent?
That's all potentially true. And again, LAPD first said that David wasn't a suspect, then that he was a suspect. And again, this is all reporting to TMZ and local media outlets.
Yeah, and they haven't come out, LAPD, and officially said he's a suspect, right?
I think what you want about TMZ, they really have their pulse on things here in Los Angeles. I can give you some inside baseball. Look, you know me, I do a lot of TV. I do TMZ all the time. And sometimes I'll file documents in court here in LA County, and TMZ will get a copy of it before I get my own conformed copy back. I mean, that's how on top of it they are. And we do, celebrity filings and the like. So they've broken huge news here. Kobe Bryant's death, they were the first to report that information. So I wouldn't necessarily think, hey, TMZ's reporting it. It's not true. It may very well be true. They have a lot of sources here in LA. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're reporting that David is a suspect is true.
By the way, what is going on with this relationship between the ME and the LAPD? This back and forth about whether or not Celeste's body was frozen or decapitated. I said this when I first was reporting TMZ's reporting. I feel terrible for the family that they have to hear these details, whether they're true or not. But this idea of this tension between, it seems there's something going on here. In your experience, is there a strained relationship? Does it explain why we're seeing, I don't know, miscommunication, two different ideas about what happened to her?
Yeah, I mean, it is an issue. Just so folks understand, LAPD, obviously, they are employed by the city of Los Angeles. The ME, that is a county employee, also Los Angeles as well. So they don't necessarily work for the same government agency. I don't know if the relationship is necessarily strained, but I could tell you, living here, there's a lot of pressure. Look, people think that Los Angeles, it's a violent city. Criminals run amok. And the fact that you have this young girl that was missing for so long, Then her body was found in a vehicle and no arrest has been made. It seems like at a minimum, right, someone tampered with the body, right? They were an accessory after the fact, or there was some sort of crime committed with respect to her body, even if the death was accidental. And of course, there's all sorts of potential other crimes. We don't know if it's kidnapping, there's statutory rape, there's sex trafficking, obviously murder. Again, I'm not accusing anyone, but it's surprising that now 2.5, almost 3 months have passed, and not a single person has been arrested for this young girl's death. And a lot of people that are watching, a lot of people that are living here, they're upset. And they think that law enforcement, whether they're overwhelmed, they're just not getting the job done. So I think there is that political pressure on this case, both with respect to LAPD and the ME as well. People want answers, and justifiably so, especially the victim's family in this case.
100%. And to go back to something that you mentioned as well, this shouldn't put undue pressure on law enforcement. They have to get it right. They have to get it right in every case. But I mean, particularly a high-profile case like this, where there are a lot of eyeballs on a lot of expectations. But this security hold that LAPD got on the ME's office, I'm curious your thoughts on this too. I mentioned before, but I didn't read the release that came out from the ME's office when this sealing issue happened. So according to a release from authorities, it says, quote, at 10:54 a.m. on Friday, November 21st, the County of Los Angeles Department of Medical Examiner Department received a court order initiated by the Los Angeles Police Department to place a security hold on medical examiner case number 2025-14252, Celeste Rivas Hernandez. No records or details associated with the case, including the cause and manner of death, and medical examiner report can be released or posted on the website until further notice. The department's mission is to have full transparency with the community by providing information about our cases to empower people to make changes that save lives. Since becoming the department head, I've worked on eradicating the practice of placing security holds on medical examiner cases simply by law enforcement request. The practice of security holds is virtually unheard of in other counties and has not been proven to improve outcomes in the legal system. We are dedicated to serving our community with full transparency. However, the law precludes us from doing so while the court order remains in this case. The department previously received a request for security hold from the LAPD on this case on September 15th, 2025. So that's 7 days, by the way, after Celeste's body was found, which was denied due to insufficient justification to warrant the hold. The department understands the public's interest in this case and remains committed to transparency when possible. Information will be made available once the court order is lifted. For questions about the court order, timeline, and the law enforcement investigation into this death, you can contact the LAPD. Now, I talked about that statement on a previous sidebar, Nima, but I didn't speak to you about it. Your analysis, your experience in terms of these court orders, these security holds, them being petitioned for, them being granted, and why you might see something like this.
Yeah, again, this is par for the course for LAPD. And again, I used to work for the city of Los Angeles. In addition to being a former federal prosecutor, I was the enforcement director at the LA City Ethics Commission at the top 2 floors of City Hall. And we oversaw all the employees of the city of LA, from the mayor on down. And when it comes to different types of, here in California, it's a Public Records Act request. Obviously, the federal system is a FOIA request. LAPD is very aggressive when asserting the law enforcement privilege, right? So there is a presumption that these documents are public, but it can be the Epstein files. It can be the Celeste Rivas case. If it's an active investigation, we've all heard that term, active investigation, that is an exception to a Public Records Act request. And that's what the LAPD is asserting, to try to keep that report confidential. Now, certainly the county and the ME, they feel differently. They feel that the documents should be made public. That's typically how it's done in other jurisdictions, right? We regularly get these autopsy reports. Sometimes the family will file different motions to keep it secret. We saw it in for instance, the Bob Saget case and other cases where it's the victim's family that's trying to preserve their privacy. But here it's LAPD, it's law enforcement that's doing it, and it's pretty typical for how they do business.
Now, Nima, before I let you go, I got to ask you the fact that LAPD made mention of this Santa Barbara trip. TMZ had reported this apparent trip that David took. You know, they reported that it was in the spring. People have speculated, okay, was that the timeline when maybe Celeste died or her body was disposed? We don't know for sure. The fact the LAPD has now mentioned the Santa Barbara trip, confirming something of interest to them. They didn't have to say it. They mentioned it. Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it's important, right? Obviously, Celeste Rivas was not from Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara is in the complete opposite direction for folks that don't know Southern California. It's a couple hours away from Los Angeles, where David lived and apparently where Celeste Rivas was. So, look, it's important. I don't know. Sometimes you throw that out there, hoping that people will come forward. Maybe they saw them. There's a lot of people who are watching, a lot of social media detectives in a case like this since the very beginning. People have seen them together. So I wouldn't be surprised that there's a specific law enforcement reason why they put it out there, hoping witnesses come forward with either video or other eyewitness testimony, maybe seeing those two together. Maybe, just maybe, that's the last time she was alive.
Nima, I really can't tell you how much I appreciate you coming on and trying to explain this to us, because this can get complicated, this can get confusing. There is this mixed information, trying to make sense of it. We're lucky to have you. Nima Rahmani, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Nima Namari. Thank you, Cindy, for your 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Sharon, for your $5 Cash App donation. Thank you both. Seriously, I appreciate you. Let's see who got those memberships. Georgia. Let me unmute Native Girl. Georgia.
Thank you.
Miss Low-Key. Beautiful Car Sky 23. Physique. Sienna. All right. That's cool. Thank you. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys. I need like a thing where I pop up something where people like donate and stuff like that, or where I'm really excited. And I wanted to clip I'll do that today. I'll clip a break dancer doing backflips and stuff, because that's how I feel, man.
Yeah,
Thank you.
They were in action while we were watching, weren't they?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Sharon. Congratulations to all of the people that got gifted memberships.
Oh, look at that. 1 month. That's so cool. That's the first time I've seen that. Look at that. Member for 1 month. Isn't that cool? Dang, it's already been a month. That's awesome. Lisa, thank you so much for being a Great White Shark member. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Boom, baby sharks rock. Let's go. I'm sorry to interrupt. What were you saying?
I wanted to respond to something that little bit Lisa said.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't see it anymore, so I'm trying to look for it.
The AI? We were talking about AI. Did you notice the courtroom in the video was AI? It took me a minute, but my mind was accepting the idea.
No, I think that was
No.
it. No.
They say the pics are weird. I think it's because our brain is telling us that one. Yeah, I don't know which one then.
Yeah, I don't know anything. Yeah, I'm just kind of I do see some on here now. It's not the full. Like if someone leaves a comment, it's not the full one, but I'm sure I'll get figured out later. And I do want to say, from when you started doing this on your phone, oh, mass respect. I mean, seeing what the things that you were experiencing and how the comments weren't always there and all of the things. And I know you have a lot of which one you want to work on your channel now. But this is, it's a lot. I have a lot of respect for what you go through, because you did this on an iPhone in the beginning, and now look at you. So
yeah,
I do want to say that, and all of you out there, give him some respect. Not just some, a lot, because this, it's an experience trying to do it on the phone. But yeah.
Yeah, thank you. It's like night and day from having the computer to the phone. I mean, the computer keeps up with me now, and the streams are a lot smoother. The information is like quick, and so when I'm on my phone, I'm like, I want to bring this up, and it's like I can't. So
but you did all of that with that phone you were doing. I'm just trying to look at comments, and I'm having a hard time. So it's just amazing.
I don't know how I did it. It's perseverance. I don't know. But is your phone overheating yet?
No, no, it's not. I usually when we're on this the restream, and we're going in on the just trying things out. It usually gets really hot, and it's not doing it right now. So that's good, and the battery's not like going down really fast. So I still don't think I could get as good as you are on doing all this.
It's like the chat commentary.
Yes, yes.
Bringing up information. Yeah.
Okay, I am seeing comments on the screen
Okay,
now,
cool.
and Della Dank just conjured me up.
Stoken's in here. Della Dank, hey, how you guys doing? Good to see you. Let me catch up on comments real quick. I got a special guest, Native Girl. She's getting her feet wet, dipping her toe in the water. So getting used to the live. And yeah, if you guys ever want to come up and share your thoughts, just send me an email. We can set something up. This is actually pretty cool. And yeah, we'll go from there. Let's see. So Stokes says his name is Nima Romani. Yeah, he's really good. Really good commentary. A little bit, Lisa. Why a face is covered in the second in the same pic? I know, right? Those pics. We're tripping about it. Those pics. Let's see. Sharon, hey girly, Della, that's Native Girl. How's it going, sis? Freaking Native Girl, Native Girl, Native Girl.
Watch Della Dank. She's on the R-rated side. Getting crossing over to X. So.
Is she? Let's see. I was on panel. Yeah, Lisa, if you ever want to come up, like just commentate, whoever, you know what I mean. And so, yeah. Let's see. The comment about the double pick of Celeste being a message to Asia to sub. I then his pick with the knight. Oh wow! I couldn't read the comments fast enough. Let's see. Just catch him up on the chat. Left that message. She is the Pictionary guru. Della Dank, don't get me up there. Well, Della Dank, you had an option to come up here. I'm calling you out, and then you're all talk. And then the minute I was gonna bring you up, you flake out.
You've had a couple nights where you've had offered people to come up, haven't you?
Yeah, Della Dank. Then Flojo too. Then Flojo got shy all of a sudden. I'm just busting you guys' chops. Stokes says, "Dang, I know that. Respect, Mark. That's wild. I've done stuff like that before, but not run a whole podcast. I know on my phone." Hey, Goof Country, good to see you. Welcome back. Hey, good seeing you. Lisa, I meant on panel and couldn't read comments at the same time. Yeah, it's it's wild. The members only Discord chat is forward too. Yeah, absolutely. Cops think she was strangled. You don't get it, lady. Huh? I don't know what that means. The other thing I was stoned doesn't count. Let's go right now. 5-hour stream. Oh shoot. I got stuff to do.
I knew it, Della Dank. I called it.
I know, right? Yeah, she's got Della Dank's got some insider information that she sent me, so I got to unpack all that. I wasn't ready for that this morning. I was like, whoa. I'm like, all this information. I was like, I need my coffee first.
Oh, I meant the condition Della Dank was in when you.
Oh yeah.
That was. I'm reading the comment up on the screen. That was what I was getting at.
Absolutely. And yeah, if you guys got gifted a membership by Cindy from sunny South Florida, make sure you thank her. And thank you again, Sharon, for your $5 donation on Cash App. I wish there was a way I could bring that up on here, like I want to start putting like things up here where if like somebody does it on Venmo, Cash App, I need to buy me a coffee one. It comes up on here. I can bring it up. That'd be cool. So yeah, let me use the restroom real quick, and if you want to just talk to the Shark family about the Celeste Rivas case, go ahead. So just give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back real quick.
Ooh, I'm surprised he didn't mute me, or did he?
No, I didn't mute you. That's what I'm saying. Talk to the talk to the shark. I'm gonna be back real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't want any dead air. Be right back. Be right back.
Okay. I'm trying to look at these comments here. Oh. Oh, Della Dank. I was wondering that. The question, well, let's see. You said last night, I don't know how I got verified into David's Discord. Yeah, that was interesting. What did you do? Let's see. 5-hour stream. Yeah, I don't think Mark is up for that today. I think he had some things to do. But hey, you can try to change his mind. Let's see. It looks like Mark got to everything else. And oh, it looks like Flojo tried to conjure up Della Dank on here. Let's see. Hey, did you all remember to like, subscribe, and share? And the likes go a long way. If you're just watching the chat, you'd like to join in, go ahead and subscribe. You can join in about a minute later. We embrace everyone here. This is one of the best chats I've seen. We've got a great group here, great bunch. Everybody seems to get along. Everyone's respectful of one another. Just remember that coming in for the newbies. Oh, Della Dank, you've been trying for a long time to get in.
All right, I'm back. What did I miss?
Oh, I don't know.
Let's see. Are you able to see comments now, or
I'm getting like a little preview, so I was able to go over some while you were gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, take a look, see what we.
Yeah, so I guess Stella Dank made it into the David Discord. She was on there all night. That's why she was ignoring you and Flojo. That's why she was.
What I said. How did? Well, I think we both said that this morning, wondering how she got into his Discord.
Yeah, I got a lot of information, guys. There's some information that I can't talk about, obviously, just because of the anonymity of people, and I do want to respect that. And I got my sources too. Not just TMZ. I got sources too. Let's see. Oh, it's open publicly, really? Wow. So how's everybody acting in there, in the Discord, in the? Flojo got booted. Dang, that sucks. So it's public then? Huh. You need a different Discord on a different device on a new IP. Jeez. Look at that. Then my girl said just take over Mark's channel. Yeah, good luck.
Oh no, he's the master. I just come right out right now and tell you I could not do what he's doing. All at once. Just
I know, that's how my brain works. My brain, I love that. I love like information coming to me fast. Boom, 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 left and right, here and there, here and there. Like that's how I like to learn. Like information just hitting me fast.
Yeah, well, I thought my brain was like that, and it's not.
Yeah, I'm it's like Native Girl, who's your guest? That's so funny. Lisa says, Master Jeff, where the pick of with the two heads? I mean, where did you see? Oh yeah, the two heads ones. I'll bring that up. But this guy was really good. But let me bring that picture up because people are talking about it. Let me bring that picture up. and you'll see how smoother it is as opposed to my phone. It took forever to bring up on my phone. So let's see, Celeste Rivas. Oh, because
Are you
I
talking
know.
about the picture with two heads?
Yeah, isn't that
Let's,
weird?
but that just shows you he was playing with pictures.
Yes, he was
You know,
playing with the pictures. Yes.
so it wouldn't be a far reach to say that those pictures of her where she looks older hadn't been altered.
Mm-hmm. Manipulated, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it was just weird seeing those pictures. They're it's like they wanted to present. It was one of two things for me. It was like, is David manipulating these pictures to try to make it seem like she's still alive and older, progressing? Or is TMZ putting out these pictures because those are the ones where I see it is on TMZ, and
Right.
they're trying to make her look older because to say like to the defense, like to say, well, we thought she was 19, right? The circle of
Mm-hmm.
friends, to give you that plausibility, that possibility of deniability.
Mm-hmm.
So those two things did cross my mind. Let me catch up on chat. So yeah, here, hopefully you guys can see it. Let me just enlarge it. There we go. Flo just said, try click and verify, and then it removed me from the server. Huh. That's weird, huh? 46 Washington 12. Yeah, guys, hit the like button. Let's go. Mark's got the scoop. Yes, I do, Flojo. Yes, I do. Sometimes. Goof, I spoke to the creator of the Discord, Moji. Oh, he created it? Moji, that guy is weird, man. That guy is weird. I spoke to creator emoji. He's agreed to leaving it up for evidence, and he's not protectivity. He's decided. Okay, cool. There you go. All right, I can change my mind about people. Okay. Well, let me say this: why I say he's weird, because when I was looking through the comments on the Discord, he says that he caught a body and he murdered somebody. And he was talking about it so nonchalantly, I think about a year ago. So I was like, whoa, what the heck is this guy talking about? And just the way he was talking about it, he was talking about it so casually, you know? Like he wasn't joking in a sense, but I don't know. So, but if he's cooperating and if you talk to him and to leave it up for evidence, that's great. I mean, LAPD, they're gonna subpoena, right? They're gonna subpoena Discord. They're gonna request for Tesla, right, to
Mm-hmm.
for the records, phone records. I mean, so even if he doesn't, I mean, whether he cooperates or not. Della dang, I went to sleep at 3 a.m. Dang. Oh, she was on that server. Yeah, she went down to the deep end. That's so funny. But yeah, this is what you're saying, Lisa, about the picture, the two-headed picture. Mm-hmm. Okay, right on, Goof. Yeah, if you can, I'm gonna drop my email. If you can have him reach out to me, maybe I can bring him up and we could, or I don't know if he's under NDA, but if you could talk to him and maybe if he wants to come up and we could talk and have a conversation, that would be great. No pressure, no not required, but the option is there. The door is open. Mark the Shark 943 at Outlook. I was like, what's my email? At outlook.com. Let's see. So I just want to catch up on chat real quick because I saw a bunch of things that just came in. Let's see. Anyone know how to get back in? I'm trying to put an angle. Yeah, see if you can try to get back in there, Flo. Then why delete the message? A lot of the messages were, a lot of messages were deleted, right? With proof, with receipts. Like there's one time they're there, one time they're not. And let's say if you tap like, say Native Girl rocks. Right on, Lisa. Yeah, she does rock. She's my mod. She holds it down. So
Thank
maybe,
you.
yeah, maybe if the channel gets bigger, maybe we'll add more mods. But I think we're good with the mods we have right now. I think Cuffy is the other one. She comes in here once in a while. and Heather's the other one. She's but yeah, you know, if it gets bigger, we'll see. We'll see what
Oh,
happens.
Ben and Sharon. Sometimes we see
Oh,
them.
Ben and Sharon, yeah, they come in.
Mhm.
They're really good, like greeting people. So Ben and Sharon,
Mhm.
they come in. So yeah, we're okay right now, just based on off the size of the channel. Goof says Moji took a screenshot of the admin log showing that Zerx deleted comments. Wow, look at that. So Zerx was deleting all the comments, huh? Huh? Yeah, they must have heard about you, dude, and was like, nope, get this guy out of here. Secret sources, says Sarah. Mm-hmm. Della Ding. Last time I checked, it wasn't open, but I could be wrong, huh? I mean, I don't see why they would open it, right? Because then everybody would go in there. Goof Hunter says Moji didn't, and Moji will be restoring the deleted messages. Look at that. That's good. He doesn't have access. He's out of the country right now. Why is everybody out of the country? Huh. Goof, let's talk more action then. We look, huh? Hey, Whitney, good to see you. Hey, y'all. They'll escape the basement. That's so funny. Darcy, hey, Darcy, how you doing? Hey, Shark in the chat. So is Native Girl starting a channel too?
Oh,
I don't
no,
know.
no, no,
Native Girl, are you gonna start a channel on your phone?
no, no, no.
Dell thinks because Moji said some questionable things as well. Goof says yes, he did. Yeah, that one I was mentioning about the smurder. Whoops. Del Dink is on vacation. Dang, how long's your vacation, Del Dink? Jeez, man. Just kidding.
Oh, I do
Whitney,
want to say for all of those people that might be watching, and if you join and get a membership, some of these comments might that people are leaving might make a little more sense because there's conversations going on Discord, which is also a part of the membership. So when you get a
yes.
membership here, you also get that little link to get into Discord. And I mean, there's not a whole lot of like inside joking going on, but if you are reading something and you're like, where did that come from? It's probably another conversation that took place over on Discord. So just one of the perks of getting membership. Not
Absolutely.
necessary, but it's great to have, the more people we have in there.
Yeah, I definitely built a nice community, and that's how I want to, from the beginning. I wanted to have this community that I've been building with everybody. So yeah, definitely thank you for that, Native Girl, for that plug. Goof Hunter says Moji said very disgusting things, but I looked heavy into this. He said very rage bait, disgusting jokes as a 14, 15-year-old. Moji is 18 right now. Look at that. Whoa. Huh. So if he was 15, 16, 17, 18, oh, that makes sense. 3 years because the server's been up for 3 years. Okay, that makes sense. And the thing that these kids say nowadays, oh my goodness, man, it is just savage, man, like just to the core. Some of the stuff these kids are saying, back in my day, we'd say, that, oh, your mom was so fat, this and that, but these kids, they'll say like, man, I hope like you die, and I hope this and that, like, oh my goodness. I mean, they take it to the extreme. I mean, we'll get into that in a minute, but let's see. Master, but it cut at the neck, it's for telling. Yeah, let me bring that other picture up of the knife. Hope they're working with LAPD to bring justice for Les, because a lot of people knew who she was, even Moji. Whoa, Moji knew. Hey, Whitney, good to see you. Dylan, Goof, and so did David, and look at what is going on now. I don't think those are jokes, by the way. Goof, Moji was a minor during this time in the group, and he didn't lie about the things he said, unlike every other. So he's credible, says Goof. Let's see. Master, he got her the same tattoo girl. Took over her account on Discord. Whitney, a girl was dismembered in his car. Then he has a video of a girl dead and dismembered. How many more coincidences do exactly? How many more coincidences do we need? Taylor Dank, at this point, Moji is part of the problem. We're in today. That kind of joking isn't really joking. Moji said he likes 13-year-old girls and he was 14, saying it was very weird and yup. He lives in Canada. He's never met he lives in Canada. Oh. So Moji was the one that started the Discord, David's Closet Discord. Huh. It's interesting. Some insider information right there in my chat. Look at that. Only here. Del Dink, I don't care if he was a minor or not. You just don't say things joking like that. Del Dink, he can live in Egypt. Still don't change what he did. Let's see. Just catching up on chat. It's on fire right now. We need to stop with the mindset that being a minor gives you a cloak of innocence, because clearly not all minors are angels. I agree with that. You know, I agree that that angle should be looked at, because as we've seen that, you know, minors are capable of doing heinous crimes. But I also do believe in second chances too. So take that as you will. I don't want to go into that because it'll start a controversy. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? At that, in the sense of they're minors and they should be held accountable, and at the same time they're minors. So it's like, what's the solution, right? Del Dank and David's been to Canada before. I'm sure they've met. Yeah, David's been freaking everywhere. I agree, but it's easier to believe when he admits to his wrongs, etc. And credible is better. Lisa Della, a hundi. Goof David has been to Vancouver. Moji lives in BC, Canada. Yes, he has. Okay, yeah, I'll ask him in a minute. I can DM him. Okay, cool. Thank you. Then, yeah, yes, we get that for sure. But even if he admits the wrongdoing, don't change the fact that he still did it. But hey, to each their own. I am FWH, though. What is FWH? I don't know what that means. Goo says he was stated many times he has not met David. Sophia has. Oh, really? Sophia. That's another name. That's she's another mod, right? Goof. Huh. Such a funny name, Goof Hunter. Oh man, look at this. Oh wait, Goof says he also spoke about Ben person that lives downtown. LA Benji may be possibly be Rob. Yeah, I've heard that Ben could have possibly been Rob, or could have been possibly one of David's managers, or Benji. There's two. There's Ben and then there's Benji. Lots of messages deleted talking about the finger tattoo. Lisa, about half the chat has tapped like, please smash the like tab. Boom. Dylan Dank, yeah, I would say I hadn't met David too, especially after everything. Dylan Dank, okay, I'm listening. Goof. Yep, Zerg said days before Body was, if I send these screens to Jarxer, says don't say anything about a tattoo. Yeah, send me that one. Whoa. Right? Because I've heard about that. Where it was days before the identification, right? Makes me wonder who, maybe somebody in the Discord called in the tip to TMZ. Just catching up on chat. Sharon says, totally see the POC being a message to Asia. Now you say anything, this will happen to you. Then he shows the knife. Hey, something. Yeah, look at that, huh? The Dank, just a month ago, be back January, just 4 weeks. Oh, for her vacation. Whitney, these streamers awards are in 3 days. Maybe someone should go to the red carpet and ask some of the David's streaming crew some questions. Where is it? Is it in LA? What do those codes mean? Codes. Whitney, there. Let's go, Mark. Is it in LA? Did I like those numbers in the message? Like it says Ben, but with numbers next to it. Deladink 4141. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that's code, right? A lot of that stuff that can only be code. I mean, why else are you putting messages like that? It's code for sure, 100%. Deladink, these kids are desperate for attention. It's effing sad. Darcy, that's right. Discord is dope. We too do joke, laugh, and play. However, it's a community sharing. That's our top 100%. Darcy. Stoic says, what? The sharks have infiltrated the deep, dark depths of the darkest of Reddits out there? Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, man, we freaking sharks, man, they go deep. I'm telling you, we're all invested in this case. Every single one of the sharks is invested in this case because we all want to see justice for Celeste Rivas. Goofhunter says, yeah, so type Ben into the Discord, search in the message and David's server. In the summers, there was talked about protecting a user named Ben, so everybody changed the name to Ben. Look at that. Whoa. Della Dank, parents, please be involved in your kids' lives. Build a safe place for them. There are monsters out there literally waiting to prey on a child. 100% Della Dank. Not just your children, also your nieces and nephews too. Everybody, your cousin, your nieces, your nephews, your friends. Talk to them. I mean, I talk to my nephew all the time and my niece all the time about that too. Like, hey, be careful, okay? You're smarter than that. Be careful. Just, is anything going on? You make sure you talk to them. Make sure they talk to you. Make sure that you, all children, darling, absolutely. Make sure that they can come to you with anything. Like, hey, if something's going on, just tell me, okay? Mijo, tell me. I always say, hey, mijo, tell me what is going on. Is there something going on with here or there? Let them know that they can come to you. That's big. That they can trust you and that they could say things to you without you judging them. Let's see, Whitney, your mama's so poor. Yeah, she waves a popsicle stick around the air and calls it air conditioner. Yeah, those jokes are classic goof. 100 people changed their name to Ben and they said they can't charge us all. Jeez, look at that. Goof says 100 people changed their names to Ben and said they can't charge us all. Jeez, man, that is wild. So it's like everybody's sticking together, huh? Dan and Goof, I seen that exactly. Everyone changed their usernames to Ben. So then what would be the thing that Ben would be going down for? Is my question. David said that just for like the dark web, there are bad people on there. He warned the other underage girls that too. Goof says, yeah, I think he said something suspect. Della Dank. But I know one of them is David. I think I know who it is, by the way. Oh, really? You think one of them is David, huh? David has a few problems, I know for a fact. Yes, he does. Lisa, the photo of the two heads on in a tree trunk. Yeah, behind the tree trunk. This is in LA in Figueroa Street. The RIA group, a group of investigators in self-proclaimed investigators in Reddit, figured out where this spot was. I mean, to a T. So shout out to Reddit and the RIA. Let's see. I really need to find out who Ben is. He will face legal action. Whoa, look at that. Huh. Or Robert.
Do we know what this Ben did?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking Goof.
Oh.
Goof's been in contact with Moji, the creator of David's Discord.
Goof Hunter 666.
Allegedly.
Yes, find us some information.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Take it with a grain of salt, guys.
We want to hear what Ben did.
I need receipts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rob is the tall dude. Tall white guy, yeah. Yes. Okay, let me they'll thank those multiple personalities I told you all. Yeah, Sharon's been on that since the beginning about the personal the multiple personalities. So let me just catch up on chat. Rob received the emails too, not Josh. Whoa, look at that. Rob received the email too, not just Josh. Dang, look at that, says Goof. He was with David. Del Deng says he was with David on May 10, 2025, around the time circulated Celeste passed. Sophia lives in Calgary, Alberta. Oh, so she's in Canada. A lot of Canadians in that chat. Sanity, Sophia. Yeah, she was by a tree down in LA. Sad how LA happy she's with him. It's fun to own a live sharing. Yep, the Discord, the songs were posted on certain days too, like a day before the car was towed. Wow. Please play the video. Which video? Hey, Felicia, good to see you. Welcome.
Hey, Felicia.
And why many people are changing their names to Celeste, who either just joined or had been in the server for a while. So a lot of people in the Discord, in the David's Discord right now, are changing their name to Celeste. Oh, that's right. You sent me that. That's right. That's right. Wow, look at that. See, it takes me a second, a couple tries to like piece it together because there's just so much information with this. Says this is wild as heck. Yes, it is. Oh, so it's in LA. Huh. I might have to go. What is it in 3 days, this event? It's probably expensive. Those events are super expensive in LA. Again, if you guys are just tuning in, supposedly Goof Hunter has been in contact with Moji, the creator of David's Discord. He's saying he is 18 now and is taking and is admitting and taking accountability for those dark things that he said when he was 14, 15, 16 in the Discord. Master, yeah, right. She has found, said, delete everything. Her finger tattoo was trying to cover for David with this. Yeah, delete everything, right? You can see some people in there from the Discord in that chat. I tell you, it's a bunch of demons supporting causing the chaos. Let me see. Delete anything about her finger tattoos trying to cover for David with the underage girl. So who is trying to cover for the tattoo? Sophia? Master? Let's see. Del Deng Sharon on that song too is so sus. You have to listen if you really want to know what the F David was about. And hold on, I'm gonna mute you. There's like feedback. Etc. Sage. If you want to know what the F David was saying, interview, etc. Sage the out of your whole soul. Huh? Del Dink, what are you saying there? Let's see. Trust my niece is sick of me telling her all the time. I know, Del Dink. You gotta get on. You gotta be on her butt, man. I'm like that with my nephew, man. And my niece too. Stoked Ascension down. I wish I could chill with you all on Discord, but I haven't been able to figure it out. I did try once, but I gave up. Apparently, I suck at computer. Yeah, Stoic, try to try to look for like a video on something on YouTube or send me an email and I'll walk you through it because we have the conversations there are good. There's a lot of good original pictures on there that I share with everybody of the memorial, and just other pictures, the Hollywood Hills and things like that. So it's one of the perks that my members get. So if you just send me an email, we can try to get you in there. I want to get as many of my regulars, of my members, to get in there so we can continue the conversation, because a lot of people do have really good comments and insights and perspective on this case. She's like, Dia, Mo, you're so annoying. Good. I don't have kids for a reason, but every kid is my kid. I'm around. Ain't no funny business gonna happen. See something, say something. Yes, absolutely. Lisa, my daughter, early 20s, gets sick of me talking about dangers too. Flojo, hit the like button and subscribe. Share it. It's free. Helps with the algorithm. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Felicia. Appreciate that. Stuff. Shout out to my folks to keeping me eyes on. Yeah, absolutely. Goof Ben made death threats. Whoa, really? He made death threats? To who, when, or what? Whoa. Lisa Mark, I was reading into the pick tree trunk, car trunk. Was it planned already when the pick was done? It maybe had already happened. Whoa, could be, right? Hey, Gray Bird, good to see you. Gray Bird, let me see. Make sure I have all chat on. Let's go. Catching up on chat. Darcy, close with you, chilling. Niece's nephew. Keep off Roblox and Discord where the pervs lurk. Goof Hunter and Doc's threats. I will send you the threats. He personally messaged to me, and I'm not even involved myself after finding the body. And since then, I've exposed them. They hate me. Jeez. Yeah, email me that for sure. Wow. I remember he makes songs on the spot, and the time happens, the blood on the new car seat song right before he left the Moji. If Moji ain't about that life, he needs to contact PRLPD. Yeah, well, he said Goof said that he was already in contact with the LAPD, I think, and is cooperating. Apparently, Dude, minus 13. Ben is everywhere now. Is he really, Sarah? Wow. Del Dang, dude, my niece is 13, has her nose pierced, hair dyed, and fake nails and lashes. Like, absolutely not. It's Neo. Ben is Neo? Holy shit. Goose says Neo made the prank call to Davis after he ditched him after the body was found. Holy shit. I kind of thought it was his posse on the mod list. Goof, I think I was David who called, but now that you say that, what does Neo sound like? Yeah, that's it. It's I know I heard somewhere where they slowed down the audio, and it sounds like Neo. We'll play it right now. Hey guys, say that again. He said this was very fast, and Neo has said this in live streams. Whoa, huh? Say that again. So he does that a lot, huh? Wow. Darling bro, I think I still have the rest of these when the band name was changed. I thought Neo was Teddy. Play the video, Mark. I hate to go, but y'all will have that. This is a good show. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Thank you for joining us. I always appreciate your company, and we all appreciate you coming in. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I'll definitely play that. 1 second, guys. They have multiple. Yeah, they do have multiple profiles, right? Yeah, let me play that. I just want to catch up on chat real quick. I think David used a voice changer software that could be him to be people to feel bad for him. Yeah, give me a second, guys. Jeez, man. I'm trying to read comments. Jeez, man. Native girl, what do you think about Della Dank being so pushy?
I think they miss your mod. There's nobody in chat going, Mark, listen to this person.
I know, right?
I'm just kidding.
I'm glad we could joke like that. Let me play that video. Let me play the voice one. The what is it? What does it? Help me out, Native girl. The swatting call. Let me play that.
Oh. When you said help me out, my brain went blank.
Yeah. Oh, here's Rob. Here, let me play this real quick. So I don't get dinged. Jeez, man, I've been doing so good, and then that plays. So let me look at this real quick. Let me play this. So that's Rob right there. For those that don't know, now you know that is Rob. You guys remember this? So that's Rob. He's like, hey, here you girl. Here you go. This is the girl that this is the kind of girl that you like. Here you go. Very much feeding this girl to the lion. Could you imagine if Rob is like that? Right? Like, here you go. This is the type of girl you like. You know what I mean? How fucking disgusting would that be? So obviously that's not true. I'm just a freaking conspiracy thing that I said. So yeah, that's Rob right there.
Which was the manager that
Josh?
That's the one that said he had the 16-year-old.
Yeah, the 14-year-old. Yeah.
14-year-old. Same. He had a 14-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is the other manager.
Yeah, that's Rob right there. Let me let me bring that up. Give me 1 second. (911) call, Texas. Here we go. Loading. And then I'll mute both of us so we can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's loading.
Waller County Sheriff's Office is Amber. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, Waller County Sheriff's Office.
Hello, I need help.
Okay, what's going on? Where are you at?
My address is...
Okay, what's going on?
I heard, some, gunshots.
Okay. How close to your residence were they?
They were, right outside my house, and I think someone's dead.
Okay, what's your name?
Say it again?
What's your name? Okay, what's a good phone number for you, sir? Okay, and why do you believe
Yes,
that somebody's dead?
I don't know, I just heard like a loud scream and there was gunshots.
Oh, okay. After shots. Okay, but you haven't saw or heard anything else after that?
I heard a scream.
Was it a male or a female scream, do you think?
It was like a female.
Female? Okay, we're going to go ahead and get deputies headed out that way and just confirming you're at...
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to get them sent that way, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Pretty weird. Let me unmute native girl. Pretty weird. There we go. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, people are like, play the video. Dang.
Demanding people
Chill out,
today.
guys. Guys, chill the fuck out. All right? Seriously, chill the fuck out. I'm getting to it. I'm reading comments. Let's see. The swatting call is a prank call. What do you think about the swatting call? Yeah, the prank call, swatting call, however you want to call it. What do you think about that?
Me?
Yes.
I'm not sure what to think of it.
Yeah. Do you think it's David? Do you think it's Neo?
I really haven't formed an opinion on it. Because I can't really think of what the motive would even be. Unless they want it to come across as a victim.
And I didn't get a video, Goof. Mark the Shark 943 at Outlook. I'm gonna send it. Outlook.com. Let me make sure you have the right email. There you go. See, why isn't he not playing the video I sent him? This isn't the video.
He's getting to it.
Jeez, man. Oh, you reverse voice? Yeah, okay, send it to me. So he's probably the one that posted it on Reddit. But guys, give me a minute, all right? I'm gonna get to it. I know on your end you guys want it quick, you guys want it fast. On my end, it doesn't work like that. I have to upload, I have to find it, I have to look at the email. Jeez, I need to read comments. Send it to me. I don't even have it. How am I gonna play it? I don't have it.
So do you think that it was someone close that called that in?
Here's what I think, all right? Well, I have three theories. I have a fresh theory from last night. And one of them is like, because he's famous, a lot of people do this, they prank call him. Well, how do they know where he lived, right? That's the other one. It had to be
I mean, people found out a lot of information about them. So, I mean, if someone wanted to find out where he lived, I think it would probably be...
Yeah.
It wouldn't be terribly hard.
All right. And, okay, send the video. Let me see. Okay, here we go. All right, let me play this. Give me 1 second. See, I just got it right now. Video storage. Let's see if I can download it. No, okay, let me play it. Yeah, let me play this because this guy's gonna lose his freaking marbles if I don't. He's gonna start.
Okay.
He's gonna start.
Video.
He's gonna start screaming into this freaking into his pillow. Why isn't he playing my video?
All caps.
All caps. All right, here we go.
Hello? Yeah, Waller County Sheriff's Office.
Hello, I need help.
Okay, what's going on? Where you at?
My address is...
Okay, what's going on?
I heard like some like gunshots.
Okay. How close to your residence were they?
They were like right outside my house, and I think someone's dead.
Okay, what's your name?
Say it again?
What's your name? Okay, what's a good phone number for you, sir? Okay, and why do you believe that somebody's dead?
I just heard like a loud scream and there was gunshots.
Oh, scream. Okay. After shots. Okay, but you haven't saw or heard anything else after that?
I heard a scream.
Was it a male or a female scream, do you think?
It was like a female.
Female? Okay, we're going to go ahead and get deputies headed out that way. Just confirming you're at...
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to get them sent that way, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Butler County Sheriff?
Whoa, that was weird.
Wow, I was wondering.
That was weird.
I was one step
Yeah,
behind.
Goof, you're fucking bad, Goof.
Oh.
Yeah, you're fucking bad. Look at him. My bad. I didn't show the link. So he's like, why? Apology accepted. I almost played that clip where it says, you know, the interrogation where it says, I'm in charge, not you. You know, the one in the interrogation. I need to clip that.
And
All
it's
right.
all in good fun.
It's all in good fun, guys. We can laugh at each other. Things happen. Apology accepted. Let's go, man. Look at this. So you made this? That's cool. Wow.
Yeah,
So
I was wondering why
go ahead.
I was wondering why the girl I was a step behind. I need another cup of coffee. I was wondering why the girl sounded like Minnie Mouse and the guy sounded relatively normal.
Right?
And then I realized it was because of the change. The
Right,
voice.
right.
Yeah.
Let's wow, that's interesting. Yeah, that's funny. Let's see. Look at him. Look at him. Throwing demands out again, Goof. Look. Play the other video. My goodness. This guy.
Okay, Goop, when I'm back in chat, I'm gonna be taking care of you.
Here. Where's that clip where it says the detective tells the guy, he's like, I'm in charge, not you. I want to play this video and then I want to go back to this one. So let me play the original one and let me play this one right here. So we'll go back and forth and then I'll play your video, Goof. All right?
Butler County Sheriff's Office is Amber. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, Waller County Sheriff's Office.
Hello, I need help.
Okay, what's going on? Where are you at?
My address is...
Okay, what's going on?
I heard like some like gunshots.
Okay. How close to your residence were they?
They were like right outside my house, and I think someone's dead.
Okay, what's your name?
Say it again?
What's your name? Okay, what's a good phone number for you, sir? Okay, and why do you believe that somebody's dead?
I just heard like a loud scream and there was gunshots.
Oh, scream. Okay. After shots. Okay, but you haven't saw or heard anything else after that?
I heard a scream.
Was it a male or a female scream, do you think?
It was like a female.
Female? Okay, we're going to go ahead and get deputies headed out that way. Just confirming you're at...
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to get them sent that way, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you. And then I'm gonna play the slowed one, and then I'll play his last video. So we played in chronological order, and we'll compare it.
Sheriff's Office is Amber. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, Waller County Sheriff's Office.
Hello, I need help.
Okay, what's going on? Where are you at?
My address is...
Okay, what's going on?
I heard like some like gunshots.
Okay. How close to your residence were they?
They were like right outside my house, and I think someone's dead.
Okay, what's your name?
Say it again?
What's your name? Okay, what's a good phone number for you, sir? Okay, and why do you believe
Yeah,
that somebody's dead?
I just heard like a loud scream and there was gunshots.
Oh, scream. Okay. After shots. Okay, but you haven't saw or heard anything else after that?
I heard a scream.
Was it a male or a female scream, do you think?
It was like a female.
Female? Okay, we're going to go ahead and get deputies headed out that way. Just confirming you're at...
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to get them sent that way, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
And then I'm going to play the other one to compare. There we go. There's Neo.
You talk to Neo? Sorry. No, she's not like a stripper, so I have to. No, don't clip that. And I'm not being here for no. Don't. If you can clip that, crop me out. Crop me out. Whoa! Wait, it's your boy Skinny is here.
I'm sorry.
Shout out Neo. Shout out Neo the agent on everything. Go follow. We're repping the plug again, bro. On hashtag I love clout. Why y'all at David's house? How the fuck y'all meet on Grindr? Like that you talk to Neo? Sorry. No, she's not like a stripper, so I have to. No, don't clip that. And I'm not being here for no. Don't. If you can clip that, crop me out. Crop me out. Whoa!
Wait, is he? Oh, he's like grabbing them right there. Being all zesty. They're zest monsters. Zesty monsters right here. These two dudes. Zesty monsters. Thank you, Goof Hunter 666. I don't like that 666 in your name, but thank you for the information. So what do you guys think in chat? What do you guys think? Is it Neo? It sounds like Neo. Is it Neo or is it David? What is going on? What do you guys think? What do you think, Native Girl?
I would have to hear it one more time after hearing Neo speak.
So you want to hear the slowed one? Okay, good point. Good point. Let me play that.
Waller County Sheriff's Office is Amber. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, Waller County Sheriff's Office.
Hello, I need help.
Okay, what's going on? Where you at?
My address is...
Okay, what's going on?
I heard like some like gunshots.
Okay. How close to your residence were they?
They were like right outside of my house, and I think someone's dead.
Okay, what's your name?
Say it again?
What's your name? Okay, what's a good phone number for you, sir? Okay, and why do you believe that somebody's dead?
I just heard like a loud scream and there was gunshots.
Oh, scream. Okay. After shots. Okay, but you haven't saw or heard anything else after that?
I heard a scream.
Was it a male or a female scream, do you think?
It was like a female.
Female? Okay, we're going to go ahead and get deputies headed out that way. Just confirming you're at...
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to get them sent that way, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Whoa! Like that you talk to Neo? Sorry. No, she's not like a stripper, so I have to. No, don't clip that. And I'm not being here for no. Don't. If you can clip that, crop me out. Crop me out. Whoa! Wait, it's your boy Skinny is here.
I'm sorry.
Shout out Neo. Shout out Neo the agent on everything. Go follow. We're repping the plug again, bro. On hashtag I love clout. Why y'all at David's house? How the fuck y'all meet on Grindr? Like that you talk to Neo? Sorry. Like that.
I mean, it does sound like Neo, but it also could be David too.
That's what I'm thinking too. It's not clear enough. There's just enough that
right.
you're not for sure.
You know the thing too, when people start hanging out, they start to pick up their cadences, their mannerisms, the way they speak. So yeah, it's like 50-50. It could be freaking it could be Neo, it could be David. Yeah. It does sound like Neo, but it also does sound like David. I don't
Right.
know. So people are
That's where I'm confused with it. There's a little bit, you can hear both.
right. You can hear a little bit of both. Yeah. Marisa says he only cares about himself. Yeah, absolutely. Not that again. I'm hearing again. It might be David. Yeah, see, that's the thing. We could go back and forth. It could be either or. Oops, my chat. I need to load my chat. Oops, sorry. Something happened. Let me load the chat. Give me 1 second. It like kicked me out. We're getting too close to the truth. It kicked me out. Uh-oh. David, are you flagging my stream for some reason? We're getting too close to the truth. Let's see.
When you get done going through the comments, because I know you like to get caught up on that, are you going to give us your 3 theories on who and why for the calls for the swatting?
Yeah, I have my first 2. It was, somebody random playing a joke. It was David or Neo, right? It was either well, no, actually it was the other one was that it was David, that he wanted to do a swatting call on himself so that he could unalive himself by cops. That was one of my theories too. That is, because when you do a swatting call, there's a high likelihood of somebody getting unalive, getting killed.
Yes.
So I thought maybe it was him, and him saying that somebody was screaming was him just trying to vent, trying to get it out there. And the swatting call was like, look, I'm gonna do the swatting call. They're gonna come in with rifles lifted, and I'm gonna come out with either a pistol, a gun, or something, and then that's it. My grand finale. And I think maybe at the last minute he chickened out, like a lot of these people do, and that was that. My third one was that it was part of this other group called the 764 group. I think that's what it's called. And trigger warning, it is a deep dive into those group, and I do want to bring that up in a later live. The organization, it's like a terrorist organization, 764 organization by the FBI. I mean, and I do want to deep dive in that. I do want to do a live on that about how this group and other groups, like the Nine Order of Angles or something like that, another group, another satanic group, another group of chaos, how they manipulate people, how they manipulate young people into doing horrible and disgusting things like cut themselves, unalive themselves, um, doing crimes on video, like throwing bricks in windows, things like that. So I do want to cover that, and I do think that's important for the information that we're covering with this case. So I do want to go over that too. So my third theory was that it was maybe part of this group that maybe David got too close, or David was once part of, or this group just wants chaos altogether and has no part in it with David and just wants to cause chaos in this because it's a high profile case. That was another theory of mine too, because they are known for swatting and calls like that and videoing and things like that. So no, Goof, I didn't say that he invented 764. I never said that. I know who invented that. I saw a whole documentary on that. It's pretty wild. Let me play the swatting video. Let's see. I'll play that one. Oh man, what a day. But yeah, thanks, Goof, for being in here and providing some insight in your videos. That was pretty cool. Thank you for that. So let me play that. You think maybe Neo and David were in a relationship?
It's been, I mean, that it's been thrown out there enough. I mean, I haven't seen any positive proof, but yeah, I think it could be possible.
So here's the video.
Here, knock on the door. We got a phone call from here saying that somebody was dead. Is there somebody else that lives on this property that has your address? What's your address? No. That's it.
That's it. That's what actually got.
We got an address. There was a gunshot and a woman scream.
What?
I'm serious. That's why we came up here like this, because and then they talked to the caller. Whoever they were talking to said that there's a person dead.
No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah, close the door on them.
Knock on the door. We need to talk to him. We ain't got time for this.
Ma'am, we got to figure out what's going on so we can leave, okay?
They advised. We made contact. They said nothing happened here. She shut the door. Now she's calling 911.
That's clear. We haven't received a call.
I believe she's going to be in the process.
Go ahead, give him a call if you want to verify it. Okay.
All right, she's calling you now. There's more that went on.
Can you repeat, sir? Broken traffic.
Huh? That's not normal activity. If you were at the wrong address, they'd be concerned about somebody else. Like really? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they'd be trying to help.
Can you send Tinder 42, sir?
Sorry to bother you, but somebody called and said there was something. I mean, there was a person where they called on themselves. You know what I mean? It was like, hey, there's somebody dead.
Someone's dead. Yeah.
That's why we had to take caution. You know what I mean? Wasn't trying to scare y'all. This house is way off the roadway. We didn't
So you just opened the gate and came in?
Yes, ma'am. I'll put it back. I have a gate just like it.
I think it's probably my country.
Yeah, when it's something like this, when they say somebody's dead, their life matters more than, you know what I mean? I didn't damage your gate. I just opened it. Okay. It ain't on their phone.
And that's not it. This is not a Texas.
Yeah, it's an out-of-state number.
Someone's messing with us.
But it would pinged here though, because wherever they call from, it pings and sends it to dispatch.
What?
So like whenever you call 911, wherever you are, it sends like a ping that's how they know the address.
And this address came up to this number?
Yes, ma'am. That's where he was meeting. County to engine 42.
So is there somebody on my property?
It could be. We'll check the property for you. Yes, please. So we'll ride around. If you give me a layout, how's the property? Like, does it go further back? Like,
no, it doesn't go any further back. It's right here, and then it goes
on the fence. There was a gate here and the fence around, which is a private fence.
Okay. Well, him and I will ride around and check, and then we'll leave. You know?
Yeah. Okay. So that was a false alarm. You see, I don't like this kind of thing. So if I really do have an emergency, then
yeah.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Sorry.
Well, if you do have an emergency, you know we're going to be here.
Okay.
We're going to get here.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
All right.
Y'all have a good night.
Wow, wow, wow. Bow, wow, wow. Yippee, yo, yippee, yay. What do you think about that, huh? Pretty wild stuff, huh?
You know, when I first saw that, my first thoughts, I mean, we didn't know a whole lot about the parents at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And my first thoughts were, regardless of what their son did, they don't deserve this.
Mm-hmm.
So what if that was the intent?
Ooh.
To make them look like victims so that they weren't targeted.
But I mean, that's so risky, right? That's such a risky maneuver to SWAT your own house, right? I mean, somebody. I mean, it's almost guaranteed that somebody's going to get killed. But yeah, that's pretty. Oof.
I mean, they've got. I'm not accusing anyone of anything.
Mm-hmm.
Disclaimer here, but you know, they do damage control. They're, you know, the music industry. They have their teams. They're doing damage control. Maybe somebody heard that, you know, thrown out there, and just the idea of, you know, oh, well, you could do this, you could do that, because I wouldn't think they would do anything illegal to try to, you know.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's a felony.
Right.
do
That's
this.
why I'm
It's a
saying I
felony.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone. I mean, it may have been someone in their family that picked up an idea.
Yeah. Look at that. Sergeant King says distraction. Right. Right. Yeah. And yeah, somebody maybe in the family that picked up the idea and did it to maybe in their mind, right? I mean, yeah,
Right.
I mean, it could be David in his mind to say, like, because he does have that, oh, I'm crying, in his Discord, and I was reading
Mhm.
it. I mean, I was in there with the archived ones. He's always like, I'm crying, like always with this victim mentality. And I
Mhm.
know people like that where they're like, hey, what's wrong? Hey, you know what I mean? And so this kind
Right.
of fits right into that in a sense where, look, we're victims. Oh, my family,
And a younger,
but
younger,
yeah.
younger person might not, realize the consequences or the risks in having someone swatted. They might not see the. I mean, these kids are doing this, swatting gamers. They're not thinking, I hope someone is going to die. They're thinking that it's just an inconvenience. It's a hassle,
Mhm.
or I mean, so whoever called could have been thinking in terms that didn't involve
Mhm.
the risks that you take when you do that.
Absolutely. Yeah, let me catch up on chat. Cindy from sunny South Florida says, think about how cults are formed. A convincing individual gets others to follow them over time. The mind control is subtle at first, and its power is absolutely 100%. And so I was watching this documentary on the 764 group. It's considered a freaking tier 1 threat, is the highest danger category by the FBI. Super dangerous terrorist organization. And I do want to dive into that in a future episode, maybe tomorrow or Friday. I need to gather my information, take notes and stuff like that. Hey Jen, good to see you. But yeah, absolutely. Cindy from South Florida, absolutely. Hey Aura and Sergeant King, good to see you. And Julie also came in, good to see you. And I think Eileen too. If I missed your name, raise your hand and I will say hi to you. I will shout you out. Marisa 3022 says the problem is that what is wild that he went left and the parents were injured. Master says, how come people not bring up the girl in the sand August 23rd? Never been found, only debunked by David's team. Nancy Grace thinks that her kept showing on TV. Her team can't find any information. Right, that one. I mean, Della Dank, Nancy Grace are on that camp that says that that is Celeste Rivas, right? And the one in the balcony. Yeah, Goof says swatting is a felony. Absolutely. This was Neo. So Goof thinks it's Neo. Stop with the conspiracy. Says Goof. The thing today I was thinking about how Celeste was a little girl, man, a little girl, and got so mad. No lie, she deserves justice. Sergeant says little bro did it, in my opinion. Accusing the swatter of swatting. The other thing, bro, the conspiracy is that it's Neo more than it being David. Julie, she does tell us she was in the middle. She was a middle schooler. What's done in the dark always comes to light, says Della Dank. Hey, what's up, Puff? How you doing? Well, David is the type to hold hands with Neo while shopping for Labubus. Westside Piff coming in hot. Then Julie, my niece, is the same age and was supposed to go to school with Celeste, but ended up going back to OC. But the middle school is literally 5 minutes from my parents' house. Hey, new sub. All right, cool. We got a new sub. Sergeant King, welcome. Sharon says, you have to remember we are dealing with David, a dude with multiple personalities. Distraction. His other house was also called on twice, reported for alarm. Then mom was a powwow shop. Oh, yeah, the pawn shop, yeah. The other thing, my parents moved to Lake Elsinore the year Celeste went missing. Whitney, I just think like we have the seminars for the elderly when it comes to cash scams. They need to be teaching on etiquette and consequences. Absolutely. Julie, my daughter and son are in her age group, and it's scary AF. She's a literal child. They'll think, yeah, still babies with no business being out and about. Eileen says, Dale, I know I don't know. I think about her every day. It makes me cry sometimes. A little 14-year-old girl. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Stars, good to see you. Welcome. Thanks for emailing me last night. I have to unpack everything after the live, so I really appreciate you sending me information. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think 40. Huh?
I said, "Hey, Stars." I'm not seeing everyone that comes up all the time, so I'm just like throwing in a hello whenever you say hi.
All right. Yeah, so she came in, Julie came in, and Sergeant King became a new side. Westside Piff also came in. And Julie, yeah. Let's see. Della Dink 41 is what was on the rock on the Instagram picture. So Della Dink sent me these she's my insider. She's inside David Discord. So she sent me these information. So there's like some cryptic messages 4141. I don't know what that means. Is it an upside down 14, backwards 14? As you can tell, David has a infatuation with symbolism. He has an obsession with symbolism. What is the date on that? Let me see. 9/9/25. Look at that. 9/9/25, a day after Celeste was discovered. Look at that. And Ben, of all people, is on there. Jeez, man. Look at that. Jeez. Freaking wild right there. Wild, wild, wild. Let's see. Where are the girls? Anyone hear anything from then? Fake Celeste, I would love to talk to. Yeah, so I mean, so she sent me this. That's pretty wild. The dates 9/9/2025. A bear, what is this? A bear or a dog in jail? Huh. See, at this time, she September 8th, when her body was found, she still wasn't identified. It makes me wonder if whoever was in the Discord calling the tip. There's some more Discord inside information right here. Exclusive. 1/11/2024. Well, chat. Estelle, I think that means Celeste, or Estelle is cook, question mark. Deleted user says, how much y'all think David gonna pay us? And that was in January 11th of 2024. Whoa. This one is wild right here. Look at this one right here. A person behind bars. A day after her body was discovered at 9/9/2025 at 1 in the morning. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at that, man. Look at Star says there were at least 3 people from the Discord that knew before Celeste was identified. There you go. Look at that. Jeez, man. But that's pretty wild right here. I know Zerx was saying don't say anything about the tattoo, right?
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, interrupt me if you want anytime, Native Girl, if you want to say anything regarding whatever I'm saying or whatever we're saying on there. Feel free to interrupt me.
I'm trying to be cautious because I know you and I will talk over each other. And, and I don't want to do that here. It'll get confusing. But yeah. The tattoo. So when they found her body, do you remember at what point that tattoo became brought up as an issue, where someone said anywhere that reported that she had the tattoo? Do you remember?
I mean, it was before she was identified, but before that, that's a good question as well. So I don't know. Maybe somebody in chat. I know Stars is really good with that. So, what was the question again?
So I'm wondering when it came out where they reported she had the tattoo, and then there were I'm trying to think what it was. Maybe not the news source, just the news source, and not the police department. Just like a little timeline of when that was brought up about the tattoo, or her potentially having a tattoo, or
potentially having a tattoo by police.
By news reports or the police.
Damn, yeah, that's a good question, huh? Yeah, that's a good question. That's like a deep dive, but that's a good question. So what do you think that is in respect to? What is that in what are your thoughts on that then? What are you
So it
trying
would
to
be inside information if they knew she had the tattoo. But was the tattoo visible, or did they have to find other means to find the tattoo?
Well, from my understanding was that TMZ got a tip about that she had a tattoo, and that's how they identified her. So it was from a unknown tip, from a tip that came in, an anonymous tip to TMZ, that she had a shush tattoo, and that was Celeste Rivas, a missing girl from Lake Elsinore. So the anonymous tip was the one that brought it to TMZ before the LAPD even knew who she was.
Okay.
So that's where that originated.
Okay.
Was from TMZ, from the anonymous tip. I was going to ask you, who do you think called in the tip?
I think it's hard to say, but it could have been. So what I thought is that someone was supposed to do the car movements once they got on the tour bus and left. Someone else was supposed to be responsible for moving that car. And I just feel like they probably, after they were gone, they were like, I'm not going to do this. I don't want to be a part in this. And it's possible that person called in the tip.
Dang, yeah. That's interesting, right? It's like, okay, take care of the car, go move it around while I get back. I'll be back in LA on this date. While I go and hang out with my friends, hang out with Asia, hang out with Neo. We're talking about burritos, we're talking about hamburgers, right? We're chilling. I don't have time for this. And I move it, and then they got spooked, and then it's like, I'm out of here, right? Or maybe like you were saying, yeah, go ahead.
Or they realized they're the ones that got left behind. They're all having a great time on the tour, and they're leaving this person behind to do the dirty work.
Yeah, like,
I mean,
people,
it could be that. Or it could just be that they were afraid and they didn't want any part in it anymore. But I mean, I could see both ways.
Right. Yeah, it could be this or the other, because it could be like, okay, David is being set up, but then it makes more sense to me that he would be setting somebody up, like you were saying. And they're like, screw this, I'm the one holding the bag. Fuck this, I'm out of here. Or we're both in this together, but at the last minute, like you're saying, was like, I can't do this. It stinks in here. People are everywhere. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
It could be that too, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was I gonna say? Okay, yeah, this one right here, she Deladank sent me. Thank you, Deladank. The deleted user says, I need that 5K bro on 1/11/2024. So this is from David Discord. What that means, I don't know. So let me wild stuff. What was I gonna put? Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you, are you warmed up? Do you want to talk about, now that I have you here, about the pregnancy? Do you feel comfortable talking about that?
No.
Not yet? Okay.
Although I just need to, I want it to be smooth so that you all actually see it in a chronological order rather than just kind of all out there and not flowing properly. So I want it to I don't know, whenever you want to do it, but tonight, tomorrow, next day, whatever. But I did want to go into the pregnancy and that tattoo.
Okay. Yeah, I won't be able to do it tonight, but
okay.
Yeah, we'll definitely set it up. I'll definitely set it up. Okay, okay. Yeah, here. I have the so I have the I want to bring up that tip narrative, the tip news that TMZ, everybody's favorite outlet, brought up. So give me 1 second. I had the timestamp right here, 2023. Here we go. 2023 is right here. Let me share this tab. Bring it up. Let me share my screen. Did it come up? No, it didn't come up. Stop sharing. Share this one instead. Whoops. Video. Here we go. Let me play this.
They never really could determine, other than a piece of tape over the face and mouth that ended up there, if that's really how she died.
Well,
and finding that is key.
And I'll tell you, when this all started, when her body was found, it was so badly decomposed and cut up
Trigger
that
warning.
they didn't know if it was a man or a woman. And what happened was that we got a tip that this girl was missing. Her name was Celeste, and there was a poster that said, "Have you seen this girl?" We called the mother and asked the mother, and she told us, because the LAPD, all they said was she had a tattoo on her on her index finger. We called the mother.
Yeah, they said something about the tape, right? Let me hear that again. That was weird. Did you catch that? Let me play that. Maybe I heard it wrong, but let me play that. Whoa. So they received. So he's talking about the tip right there. Isn't that wild? So let me play this. Let me go back a little bit. The tape.
And again, I don't know. I mean, it's weird to me that the LAPD is looking at this as a drug overdose. That would be weird to me, but
Yeah.
it could be. It could be. I don't know.
Well,
But I know. But I will tell you this: they're not looking at this as an accidental death. They are absolutely looking at this as a homicide, and there's a difference.
That is fascinating. And I think about Casey Anthony's little daughter, who was so far decomposed, they never really could determine, other than a piece of tape over
Okay,
the
that's
face
what it
and
was.
mouth.
Oh, okay, good, good. I'm
Yeah,
glad we
that's what
cleared
I
that
was.
up. Okay, I was like, whoa. Okay, so that they're talking about Casey Anthony. Okay, good.
That ended up there, if that's really how she died. And finding that is key.
And I'll tell you, when this all started, when her body was found, it was so badly decomposed and cut up that they didn't know if it was a man or a woman. And what happened was that we got a tip that this girl was missing. Her name was Celeste, and there was a poster that said, "Have you seen this girl?" We called the mother and asked the mother, and she told us, because the LAPD, all they said was she had a tattoo on her on her index finger. We called the mother, and we talked to the mother, and she said that, yes, my daughter had a tattoo, and it was red. I called the lead homicide investigator as soon as we got off the phone with her, and I gave the lead homicide investigator the information. I said, "Look, we just talked to this woman who not only said that her daughter had the tattoo, but it was red." And then 2 days later, they said not only that it was a woman, but it was Celeste.
They made the connection.
It was that badly decomposed that they couldn't even tell if it was a man or a woman. So I don't know, maybe the medical examiner is having trouble right now too.
I can imagine.
So again, there are a lot of unanswered questions here.
Harvey, I know you're going to have the answers before I do, so I am going to call you again. Thank you for this. I appreciate it.
So that was Ashley Banfield and TMZ. He's talking about the tip that he got, and then they called the mother, Celeste's mother, to confirm, and then they in turn took that to the LAPD. Oh man, some wild stuff right there, right? I mean,
Who said? What did you play something the other day that said that was the tattoo wasn't red?
No, I think what it was, so from my understanding, the pictures of David and supposed Celeste, and that's the thing, I think people are getting things confused because even with the Discord, We don't know if that's Celeste there because he
Right.
made her a mod. Why make somebody a mod? Why give him power? Because you don't want to. That's the opposite of what a predator would do.
Mm-hmm.
Is give somebody power. Is there? They want to take power away from them. They want to dehumanize them. They want to control them. So why give them power? Why put her real name there as Celeste? That's just one thought. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another thing too. And I think with the other one too is that this other girl named Cassandra has that. You can kind of tell that she has that David tattoo,
Yes.
and people are confusing that maybe with her being Celeste in some of the pictures. So I'll bring that up too.
Okay.
So I'm just catching up on chat. I'm reading them in my head, but I'm just catching up so I can, because so I can catch up. Did I say hi to you, Aura? Hopefully I did. If I didn't say hi to you, raise your hand. I'll shout you out. I like to say hi to everybody.
Hello, Aura.
Sharon says, go back to that interview and focus on who David is. He is living as a private investigator while he is seeking clues. His alter ego due to psychosis. He is the actual one committing the crime. Oh, I've seen that video. Have you seen that interview where he's solving his own crimes? I'm like, dude, how much more obvious do you want to make this for us? Or is this just another coincidence? I don't know, but it's a weird nonetheless. Have you seen that one?
I'm sorry, I was focused on Aurora's name.
Oh.
I just seen it. It's Aurora.
Oh, Aurora? I can't
Yeah.
even say that. I can't say Aurora, and I can't say rural.
Rural.
I sound like a dog barking.
Okay, so we got your name right, Aurora.
Yeah, I'll just let you say it.
And if I haven't said hi, I'm not seeing everyone's names come up the way, I thought I would be able to. So as Mark says hi, I just kind of following his lead. Someone else, that someone else came in. So, okay. So what was your question about?
Yeah, it's a dance. It's a dance. We're doing the tango, all right?
So where are we?
So I'm just reading. I'm just catching up on the chat. So
Uh-huh.
actually, I don't feel like the tip came from Heidi. Look at that. Whoa, from Heidi. Who is Heidi? Look at that. Heidi is this person right here. Let me bring her up. This is a public one that's been circulating on Reddit. So stars, don't worry, I'm not gonna bring up anything that you've brought on the email. This is just something that I already had, so don't worry about that. So I'm not gonna do that, okay? I just want you to make sure you're comfortable. Everything I'm gonna bring up today is gonna be what I already have. So let me see. Desktop, Celeste Rivas case, Celeste family. Here we go. This right here. Look at this right here. This is Heidi right here, her cousin. Let's see. Oh yeah, no, it's cool. I have to unpack it. I have to read it. But yeah, I mean, I'm very grateful for you, and I'm very thankful and grateful for what you and like your team is doing over in the RIA. I mean, it's just phenomenal. So my respects off to you and your team. Let's see. Dancing the red tattoo, red David, not the shush. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the chat is on fire today, huh? Everybody's coming in hot. I love it. Thank you guys. Keep your comments coming. Keep your comments going. And yeah, I mean, I love this, that the community, the true crime community, people in hashtag for Celeste Rivas Hernandez, we're not letting her name fade away. We're not letting this go. Reddit's not letting it go. The sleuthers online aren't letting this go. I mean, it's just everybody is on fire. You think it's not? It's like faded? Not even close. Not even close. All right. I'm telling you guys, not even close. Let's see. So Della Dank, just catching up on it.
Oh, and I do want to say that if you're in the chat and you feel like you're not being seen, Mark's going to go over this. He'll see your comments eventually, even if it's not during this live. So I just want everyone to know that they are always seen, and everything that you put out there, all of your input's important, and it's all appreciated.
100%. Thank you. Yeah, like right now I'm clicking on them as I'm reading them. I'm not
Mhm.
reading them out loud, but I am reading them in my
Mhm.
head. Master, I can see what's happening. Delinquent coincidence number 15. Judah says it's like they have no empathy at all. They don't go to the parents. It's sick. I know, right? Like no empathy at all. Like nothing, right? From his circle of friends, from David's circle of friends. Stars, yeah, he has 4 characters off the top of my head. I can't think of Itami and the detective. I'll see if I can find that. Cindy for Sunny South Florida. Mark, he was an amateur and amateur predator. He could have given her mod powers because he didn't have the predator handbook, so to say, in my honest opinion. That could be it too. See what I'm saying? Like my chat comes in with like that perspective. Is that he could have just given it to her because he was in his early stages of grooming or whatnot, right? Yeah. Jules says my daughter is called Aurora. I don't know why I can't say that word. Absolutely.
Aurora.
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 Beanbay says a dog growling. That's funny. Don't think I was always David. I don't know why people don't want to believe it was him. At the end of the day, he's guilty. Something lock his ass up. Enough. Dylan Dank. Yeah, Dylan Dank is in that area. I know her parents are from Lake Elsinore, so she also visits the memorial from time to time. So I'm overdue to go and visit the memorial. I want to clean it up, the back of it, with my weed whacker, with my rake, pick up the trash, clean the flowers, throw away the old ones, make it look lively. Let's see, Master. First reports were leaked by the cops. She had head and torso in a bag. Turned out right too. Star says justice for Celeste Rivas. Absolutely. Del Dang justice. Look. Sarah says like the stream. Absolutely. Are you saying like the stream? You like it, or hit the like button? Because those are pretty good compliments. Pretty good comments. Native girl. Yeah, I see you. I see you. Del Dang. How much more do you want me to?
You're
How much?
seen.
How much more do you want me to see you? Dang. I'm just messing with you. Let's see. Star says Master Death. KTL origin reported her head, the body, and the torso as 3 separate items. I reached out personally to the reporter Josh Dubose, who further clarified that, and he stood on what he said. Whoa, look at that. Yeah, because I remember the original reports. It was from KTLA then, huh? Hi, Della Dank. How you doing? How are you? How you feeling? Talk to me. How are you?
He's on vacation.
I know, right? B Baby says, native girl, native girl, native girl. Boom.
Here I am.
Here you are. Pictures David posted on Lemon. Did you see the pictures of David he posted on Lemon? Huh. Yeah, send those to me, please, Stars. Cindy from Sunny South Florida. As the channel grows, it's not possible to highlight or respond to every single chat. I know. I really do my best to try to look at every single comment and everybody in here. Julie, what pictures are you talking about? I don't think I've seen him. Del Dang, even when the rain, it's still there. Let's go. I'll go with you. I want to build a cover for her candles. There goes Del Dank again with her ideas, and then get scared at the last minute. Last time I messaged her on Discord because I needed to use her bathroom. I was gonna blow up her bathroom because I was in the area. I'm just kidding. Maybe that's why she's scared. Oh my goodness. Where is that? Okay, let me bring up that.
Okay, what happened?
Oh, I'm on mute.
I thought you muted me.
Oh, I'm on mute. Dang.
But it makes more sense that you were muted.
Oh, I was just, that's fine. I was just asking if how you're doing on your time.
Who?
You.
What time?
Like just with being on panel and stuff like that. Like if you're okay, if you still have yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay. Thank you for asking.
Absolutely. Let's see. So I'm trying to look for the interview where he's talking about his alter ego or his persona. Let's see if I can find it. Solving crime. Let's see. If anybody has that and can send it to me, Mark the Shark, because I know the freaking Shark family is on it at outlook.com. That way I can bring it up. Let me check my mail. I think I got something. Okay, I'll check that out in a minute. Oh, whoa, look at this. Okay, yeah, Stars, I'll bring that up in a minute. Yeah, I'll definitely bring that up. Remind me, Native Girl, to bring those pictures up. That Star sent me. It's pretty wild. But let me see if I can find this. Guys, hit the like button too, please. Yeah, no, I'm just kind of saying it. Remind me, because it's almost like I'm reminding myself by saying that to you.
But do you want it on this for this?
Yes.
This live? Okay. All right.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, she just sent it to me right now. David interview. I'm looking on Reddit. David interview detective solving crimes. Actually, let me see if I can do it this way. Make a broader one. David.
What am I missing about the lemons?
They can probably explain it to you while I'm looking for this, because I'm still wondering myself.
Lemons. Can someone tell me about the lemons?
Lemon.
Mark likes lemons.
I love lemons. Limes too.
Volunteers, huh?
Maybe it's on TikTok. Oh, volunteers?
For the lemons. I don't know. I don't know what they were referring to. If it was lemon 8 or oh, okay. I see. Lemon 8. Not
okay. I found it. I think. Let me see. Let me bring this up. Let me bring this up. Okay, let me play this. Let me see if it's this one.
We're talking about like the treatment and stuff like that.
Yeah, this whole episode's been trigger warning. This whole case is trigger warning.
I know.
So this trigger warning is forever, guys. Here we go.
And we're talking about like the treatment and stuff like that. And I had the idea to kind of make this first music video introduce a character that I had been kind of ideating for a really long time. That's why you see him with the blindfold and the bloody shirt aesthetic and the bow tie. I'm really big into anime and I'm really big into manga. And I wanted to make my own manga series at one point, and I was writing a lot of poems and writing a lot of things for it. And a big part of that manga was an evil version of me named Itami, which means pain in Japanese. And he wears this blindfold, and he's basically an agent of chaos and kind of my alter ego. And the story of the manga went like I was a detective, and there was an evil version of myself that would kind of come out at random moments, kind of like Fight Club with Tyler Durden.
and he would commit the crimes that I would have to solve as the detective. So like when I was as the detective, I'd be
Freaking
like
wild, huh?
solving murders that I'm committing myself.
Let me
And it was like a
rewind that
cool
because
little
I
story.
just
I didn't think
oh man,
anything would
hold
come
on
of
one
it. Like it
second.
was in the vault for like months and months and months. And I introduced it for the first solve as the detective. And there was an evil version of myself that would kind of come out at random moments, kind of like Fight Club with Tyler Durden. And he would commit the crimes that I would have to solve as the detective. So like when I was as the detective, I'd be like solving murders that I'm committing myself. And it was like a cool little story. I didn't think anything would come of it. Like it was in the vault for like months and months and months. And I introduced it for the first time on screen because I had the opportunity with music to kind of explore this idea further with the Romantic Homicide music video. And people were asking so many questions. I was like, yo, this is kind of fire because like nobody would have ever heard of it if it wasn't for this music video. But Tommy was the staple of this music video. You kind of see him throughout the entire thing. He's holding the knife with the bloody thing. You got the girl who's basically like the ghost of the person that he killed. It was his first victim in the manga. And I put that all on screen, and me and Tommy had a great time just like chopping it up and getting to kind of merge creative ideas on the entire thing. And the Bloody Rose aesthetic was birthed in that music video as well, and kind of me representing my entire artistry through this rose, which is like beautiful things can hurt you with the stems having thorns on them, and that became my entire aesthetic for like the rest of time. I kind of still, even to this day, use that Bloody Rose to kind of show how beautiful things can hurt you even through music. Like music is very beautiful, but it can also hurt you with the lyrics, or make you think about certain things in your own life that make you think about painful things and stuff like that. So yeah, that music video was the focal point and the start and foundation of all the different songs and music videos and creative points, and the creative direction for like my album now, and all that stuff literally came from that one music video in Arizona. So shout out to Tommy Killjoy, because without that music video, none of that would have happened. And Tommy is seen throughout literally almost every one of my music videos. We did anime music.
Which video is he saying that it's with a Tommy? Like that's what projected his whole album? The start of that. Oh, that's interesting. Man, I wish I could play some of it. Let me see. Hopefully I didn't mute you. 1 second. No, you're not muted.
No, I
So you,
think
okay. Yeah, so shit.
the symbolism that is so important in everything that he does, and how all of us can kind of tie that to something. When people are looking for clues, I mean, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah, Tommy Killjoy. Look at that. Chopped it up like the way he's talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chopped it up. Tommy Killjoy, like, yeah. Oh, so okay, so this is it right here. Let me see if I can play this without getting a copyright. So let's see if I can bring it up to like a little bit of a screen up here, and then we can look at it. I'll try yeah, here we go. So I'll try my best to, and then I'll pause it. I'll mute it, and then maybe add some effects on here like this. Here we go. That should do it right there. So we'll check this video out. That's the best that I can do, guys, without trying to get copyrighted. Let me play this video. Introducing Itami 2 years ago. So Itami was introduced 2 years ago. Who knows how long he's been having this alter ego. So here we go. Coming out of a rose. So he's pretty much saying like how beautiful things can hurt you. So he's flying in here. Oh yeah, I think this is where they're seeing there's like some blood and stuff like that too. So this was, yeah, see, with the thorns and stuff like that. So yeah, so this was 2 years ago. Always with the blood, huh? Oh, in Arizona? You think it might be in Arizona, huh? Huh. That'd be interesting. Let's see. Yeah, so he's pretty much describing what this video is all about. I mean, he's giving it to us in a silver platter, like what this means, the symbolism behind it. Tommy, he's trying to solve his own murders. It's like, what the heck, man? And there's another video too that he's saying that he does all the creative process in this. Like he takes full credit for all the creativeness of it. So there's more video of him and of people. That's wild, huh? People with like white roses coming out of their mouths. There's a butterfly. That's a lot. Yeah, a lot of symbolism.
It's a lot to take in when you consider what ended up happening.
Oh, he took it from. Star says took it directly from a manga. So he drew inspiration. Oh, I think I got copyrighted.
That was quick.
Oh yeah. Okay, that was it, I think. Yeah, see, this is weird right here. This one right here is super weird. It's like bodies that are like he's collecting bodies or something. Super weird. Yeah, and this is when like this character, Tommy, takes off the blindfold and he gets shocked. He's like, whoa, like it's me. The whole time it's been me. It's like he's shocked to realize like his own self, like his own realization of it.
That was 2 years ago?
2 years ago, yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'll catch up on chat. So let's see who Tommy Killjoy is. Who is this guy? Killjoy, it's a funny name, like Tommy Killjoy. Oh, he did Berserk? Wait, let's see. Tommy Killjoy. Yeah, I wonder who this dude is.
Julie and Eileen, I agree. I think he's really setting up a scenario where he could potentially claim insanity.
All right, because of yeah, it could be, huh? Killjoy is the director of David's most demented videos. Jeez. Birds of a feather. Let me bring up his website. I think this is his website. Put chat on the side. Whoops. So I guess this is his website. Director spotlight Tommy Killjoy's Berserk video for Thanks So Much. Hate. 2/13/2023. The concept, when drawing inspiration for Hate, Tommy turned to the past, particularly to his 2012 mall heist he recalled from his childhood. I remember watching the mall heist on YouTube as a kid. It was a huge inspiration for the bikes inside of the mall and the overall marketing approach for the video, Tommy remarks. The dark energy and destructive performance in Hate were also inspired by the Resolved production Sky by Playboy Cardi that Tommy described as feeling so unhinged. I just wanted pure manic energy, Tommy explains. I wanted to capture the most chaotic energy I could and build out the most raw, realistic scene I could think of. The crew filmed everything from on a 12mm Iowa with zero lighting setup, and to add to the energy, even onboarded a local dirt bike team that competes in their area. The team had been training in Florida the week before and was super excited to rip it in the mall. One of the settings fans are most curious about is how the video's unique setting, a fully operating New York mall, came to be. My producer and I searched 20 malls in the New York area, just cold calling, Tommy explained. We ended up landing this mall in Buffalo, New York for criminally cheap. It seemed too good to be true. How did they land this perfect venue? It just happens that the mall's manager is a Thanks So Much fan and was, as Tommy notes, super nice and down for the cause. So that's a little bit of insight of this director. One of his videos right here. Let me see if it's still on there.
Yo, what the fuck is happening? Yo, what the fuck is going on in here?
Oh wow, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get copyrighted for that. Let me turn the volume down. So yeah, they're doing some chaotic scenes for sure. Look at that. It's wild, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So this guy loves chaos. All right. Tommy Killjoy. Oh man. Well, let's read the chat. Oh, let me bring up the lemon thing, the pictures. You guys want to see that? Actually, let me use the restroom real quick, okay? Talk to the people. Let me use the restroom real quick, and then I'll bring up the pictures, okay? So hang on tight, guys. Stay tuned. Hold on.
So Killjoy is the director. That also goes with these videos he's making. Let me see. Going down the comments. Oh, I know what I wanted to find. This from Stars. He strictly wears that hoodie from the end of December until like mid-January. Totally ditches the Hello Kitty stuff. I thought that was interesting. I mean, I don't, not doubting that you say it. I'm just saying that I haven't seen, one way or the other, but I'll definitely be looking. I mean, because that's, December all the way up until, where's the hoodie from the end of December until mid-January. And then he ditches the Hello Kitty stuff. So we're looking at SF's statement was that he didn't have proof of Celeste being around after January 2nd. So, if we're going off that premise, then that would be a kind of questionable right there.
Yeah, because I know FloJo, that was his
Mm-hmm.
that was the first time I've ever heard that theory. Was his January 2nd theory was when FloJo mentioned that in my chat.
Yeah.
And then you started seeing that all of a sudden, and other creators are not even like giving this guy some props. You know what I mean? It's like, dude,
Right.
with original ideas you want, it's like, I don't know. It's just it's weird in a sense, but I mean, to me, I feel like she was killed a little bit earlier to the timeline when she was in the trunk, maybe a month or so, 2 months the
Really?
most. Yeah, maybe 2 months the most. That's what I do believe. The January one, I think that whole frozen theory is 50-50, of course. Could be not. And it's just, I mean, it's possible. We've seen that. We've seen cases where it's possible for sure.
Oh yeah.
To me, putting myself in the mind of David, which I always say this many times, is if you guys have a chance, if you guys are into true crime, which you are since you're here, I would definitely check out the book by John Douglas, Criminal Mind, and he talks about how he puts himself in the mind of the criminal. And so if I put myself in his mind, I would leave the body in the freezer. Right. Unless the freezer had to be moved for whatever reason. We've seen that in another case that was mentioned, that there was a body in the freezer for I think a year or years, and the only reason that it was discovered was that the power went out, and then people started smelling it and called it in. So that is definitely possible.
Oh, I remember that happening in a case where it was in like a truck trailer or something, and the guy had the power hooked up to his mom's house, like an extension cord. And there was a body. Yeah, you see that. That's the only
Which one? Which one?
I can't even remember. It just sometimes you hear a detail and then it reminds you of another case.
Right. Yeah, and it's like a fleeting memory.
I mean, I remember the details about it, but I don't remember the name or anything. But yeah, you see that where it was in a place and they can't keep it there anymore for whatever reason. And then they need to facilitate a move.
Yeah, so this I could see this happening in this case as well, where he has a body since January, as Flojo was saying. See how that's not hard to do to give people their due. I know you don't, Flo. I know you don't. I know you're like, he's like me. He's very humble. He's very like, he does it because he wants to do it. And but it's good to mention that, to kind of get the picture of things, and I don't have to, but I want to. So that's the difference. Let me save these ones. I forgot what I was gonna say. Flojo distracted me. He just I don't know what I was saying. Yeah, so the January theory, it was for the freezer.
I'm sorry, I kicked off here for a second.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No worries. I'm just saving the lemon party, or the lemon. What is it? The lemon party stuff, pictures, lemon party pictures, so I can bring it up and share it with everybody. Yeah, and that's the thing too. It's likely. That's the thing. Anything and everything's possible right now. I'm not ruling anything out. Hey, Kalohi, how you doing? Until the medical examiners comes out, and then go from there. Because I mean, we are left to fill in the gaps. We are left to filling in the bridge between this and that. Is huge sometimes, and with a lot of the cases, once that information comes out, we're like, oh, okay, so it was a local guy that killed the girls. Oh, he went to the bridge and he did that, and then he went home. Oh, I get it. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, once you have that like little piece of information, it's like, okay, it was a box cutter. It was this, it was that,
everything
right?
Else fitting together.
And then it starts to go, and we start to weave that picture, and it starts to make sense. Circumstantial evidence is powerful as well, as we've seen with other cases. And yeah, and that's all we can do is speculate, and I think that's okay. I mean, that's fine, that's cool, that's fine. And but I think once we see the information, once we hear it, we're going to be like, I think we're going to be, just with every case, we're always shocked, and nobody knows anything right now unless you're the detective that is actually there, or the killer, or the alleged killer. You don't know these details, and then when we do, we're like, "Holy shit! Wow,
Yeah.
wow!"
I think there's going to be a lot of that goes on in this case too.
I agree. So let me bring these pictures up. I think there might be, I don't know. I think one of the biggest things, and prosecutors, they'll have like a bombshell, and I think it might be either text messages that we see, like a dump of text messages, Discord messages, video, audio, things like that. Like we're gonna be like, whoa, we'll probably hear Celeste Rivas talk more. I mean, because we've only see her in like little clips, and that one where she's in her neighborhood. But we really don't see her, in that light of just her being herself, or being, in that type of settings. I think we're going to see that. I think we're going to see Tesla footage. I think we're going to see logs. I mean, just the information that I saw from the Discord. I mean, I was on it for 6 hours just to, get 2 lines out of it that were important, dates. Now imagine what law enforcement has.
And I think it's interesting, that they put it out there that they're aware of the Santa Barbara trip, but they haven't reached a conclusion as to why it's significant or if it's significant. So I think they know. I think they have more information. I'm sure that's just to make make them a little nervous,
Right. Here's a picture of a gray Tesla. It's like, how many freaking Teslas does this guy have? There's a blue one, there's a black one, now there's a gray one. I bet you guys haven't seen this one. Well, maybe some of you guys have, but look at this one. Parked in the same.
Was there a red one?
Yeah, there's a red one.
Red one?
Yeah, but look at this one. There's a gray one now, parked, allegedly right there where the other black one was when it was towed. I mean, how many freaking Teslas? There's a blue one. How many freaking Teslas are there? Let's see. Okay, so this is the lemon party one, lemon thing one. What do they call it? Look at this right here. Let me make this bigger. Isn't that wild? Lemon 8. What the fudge? Lemon 88888. 888 is like very symbolic in like cultism. That stands out for me. The 8s. Yeah, that's like a little thing that I picked up, like numerology and things like that.
Infinity? I wonder if that has anything.
Yeah, infinity could be infinity. Yeah, Bebop, new alter ego. I mean, I mean, here he's portraying himself like, oh man, the blood. I mean, how many people are afraid of blood? I am. They pass out, but here he's enjoying it.
Yeah.
Jeez, man. And the shirt, look at the shirt too. Which episode stars? Question: can prosecutors get deleted message? Let me see that message. Where's that message? Can prosecutors get deleted off the Discord server the way they can with social media apps? Yes, I was looking at a case of the 764 group that is a notorious group that is now that is tagged by the FBI as a terrorist group here in the United States, like a homegrown terrorist group. Well, one of the pretty much a terrorist group here in the United States, the FBI. I was looking at a documentary where they people in Canada subpoena Discord chat logs, and they were able to look up all those other ones. Yeah, the blue one. Yeah. Let me see. Let me look at that. SpongeBob of this episode. Whoops. Somebody at your door?
Did you tell? Hold on.
All right, let me mute you.
They're done. They're done.
Bebop. Beep. Bop. This Beep. Bop. SpongeBob? That's weird. Let me see. Let's see what comes up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is the right one, and I don't want to play it because I'll definitely get copyrighted. But I don't see one that's, I don't know what that would mean. Yeah, that could be too. That could be too. Same with like the Delphi murders. I always believed that there was footage. In any case, I always believe that. It always crosses my mind that there is footage or video of the crime. That's always a possibility with any crime. Yep. All right. So you're unmuted.
Thank you.
So a lot of people are talking about. So yeah, they can, Cindy. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Yeah, when they get released, I mean, we're far from that. I try to. Julie says, "Are you going to get the files from the case when they release?" Yeah, I take this step by step. Same with saying like going to the courtroom. I mean, we just don't know what it is. I mean, there could be you don't know. Maybe he unalives himself. So I mean, if there's a court date, if there's files, if there's this, the other official documents, I'll definitely try to get my hands on them for sure, for sure, for sure. So,
If they
but yeah,
have,
what's that?
if they can go in and get all of the Discord messages, they're gonna know which one is Celeste. They're gonna know which one's hers. They're gonna be able to tell.
You think so?
I mean, we're talking, they have specialists in this. They're gonna know where the person was located that was sending the messages. Don't you think?
I think so too. I think there's a ton of messages that they're trying to get through, and yeah, that could be a definite possibility. Definite possibility for
I mean,
sure.
that would be a lot. I mean, if you go back to the time from the time she was 11, and you're looking at all of those messages, I think they're gonna have a lot of information.
I know, right? Going back to when she was 11, maybe even before that. Maybe there's other predators that they're looking at too.
Yep. Oh,
right.
Yeah, she's probably not the only 11-year-old or 12-year-old or 13-year-old or 14-year-old that these guys were communicating with.
Let me. Star says something about the book. Let me see if this is the. I don't think this is the episode. Can you send me the episode? I don't know if this is the right one, Stars. If you don't mind, please. I don't see a book in this one. And Mr. Krabs is just counting money like always. Money, 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 money. He's always about that money. So yeah, Lemonade is a social platform app, and on the app, these photos are live photos like on an iPhone. Oh wow. And yeah, so Flojo says like he believes that maybe like the crime was filmed. So that's always a possibility with any of the cases, huh? And then Kolohi says he's on the loose. He could be lurking outside anywhere, and then he puts knives. Yeah, that's the thing, right? I mean, if he really did this, because innocent until proven guilty, if he really did this, he's out there. Same with whoever helped him, the second suspect. They're still out there, and who knows what they could do in the time of Oh, when he turns into a robot, and who knows what they could do in times of desperation. Okay, the robot one. Let's see. Supposedly there's a book that he used. Let me see. Yeah, I know SpongeBob too has a lot of freaking symbolism in it too. A lot of like a lot of subliminal stuff in it,
Yeah.
like sexual innuendos and stuff.
Did you get the video of
I don't know where it is. I mean, there's
Oh,
just
okay.
so many videos.
Yeah,
Krabby Patty. Those are Krabby Patties making me hungry right now. What do they put in the Krabby Patty? Do you know? Flojo with Flojo with the $2.99. Let's go. Character punching the air with fists and buns written on his knuckles. Boom. Thank you, Flojo. $2.99. Let's go.
Thank you, Flojo.
I like it when you say it. Sounds better when you say it. Let's see. Just reading some of the comments. Not a lot of green people in here today, huh? Which is good because we have a lot of new new subscribers. That's cool. Yeah, if you guys want to become part of the members only Discord, check us out. Let's see. The FBI has to be involved by law. Oh, when it comes to minors in Discord and stuff. I would imagine though, right? Mr. Krabs turns into a robot. That's just the sentence. Mr. Krabs turns into a robot. That's just the Hello Kitty girl case. He was looking phone with Neo with the hate and white phone, same one with the blood. I have seen other terrifying faces that make in some other pics. Flojo says that PA is not involved in my opinion. Star says Mark, so Squidward and SpongeBob become paranoid and try to get the poop out of Mr. Krabs reading a book called How to Torture. Whoa. They would take over the case, says Flojo. Please keep your doors and locked and watch your sick. Absolutely, Kolohi. 299 Flojo, thank you so much again. Certain about that. I've talked to someone who said that things that make me feel that they might be involved, says Star. Julie, the Necro nom one, question mark. Had a grilled cheese. Damn, that sounds so good, a grilled cheese. Marisa, I'm still here just listening while I did school pickup and cooking for the littles. Yeah, for sure. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, because there's like 42, 52 people in here, though. That's cool. She was going across state lines as a minor when the FBI involved. They're tracking on. Flo says he thinks so, Stars. PS said the FBI is involved. Well, I think SF Investigates kind of backtracked on that because he says things and retracts from it. I don't know. I take what he says with grain of salt as well. I mean everything, because I mean I have to. I mean he said that he was talking about that it could be if it is that or something like that. I don't know. I really want to look at this SpongeBob episode.
This is off topic here, but if these are all ifs. If David's charged, I would bet that the defense attorneys are going to try to get all of these pictures not admitted into evidence as prejudicial, because he's being seen smiling and it looks like he's got blood all over him. All of these, pictures that he's had done for his scenes, merchandise and everything. I mean, it looks like a scene,
Mm-hmm.
And when you see him, he's just smiling with all this blood on, not blood, but blood-like substance. They're not going to want to get that, they're not going to want that in trial for the jury to see. They're probably going to
Mhm.
fight to keep it out.
I agree, right? And then that reminds me of if they the a thought I have with AI is how easy could it be like, well, that's AI, that's AI, that's AI, that's AI. How I mean I'm waiting for a defense like that when we first hear the defense saying that, well, that's AI. And I have a feeling that it might be in this case too. I wouldn't be surprised, mark my words, that you'll remember me when I say this, that they might be having that defense as AI. Things are AI, things are AI, well, that's AI, and muddying the waters with pictures and video of AI, of Celeste Rivas and David together.
Yeah.
So how can you be sure that that's her and not AI? You know what I mean? Things like that. So
yeah, they're just going to have to spend more money on specialists that come in and
right,
go over it. It's just, I
mm-hmm.
mean, the whole AI situation, that's what it's going to create in the future.
Right, imagine.
I mean, now and the future. It's just going to get worse. But yeah, right now, I'm definitely going to be an issue.
Mm-hmm. So Goo says, Mark, you got to be smarter than that. They have AI programs to detect AI. Well, I don't know what they have. I'm not law enforcement. I don't know what they have. So, so that would make sense that law enforcement does have detect AI. They have it, but if they're presenting it to us, the public, right?
Right, they
My
have to
point.
show why it's not real.
Yeah,
Why
they
it's
have
not
to say
there.
it, but when it's out, it's already out there. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's where I'm going towards, is like the jury, the public, things like that. I know they have specialized things that they have, like I know in Alberta, or I mean in Canada, with the what is it, with the Jack and Lily case, they were using technology, top secret technology that law enforcement had that was never used before in a case. So they do have that. I know that part. What I'm trying to say is that the public, if they're saying that, or even before the trial, or even before that, how do we know that if they could be sending out AI to muddy the water? Is all I'm saying. And oh, you're from Alberta, right on. Is the 764 group bad up there? I was watching a documentary about a girl up there, and yeah. Yeah, now I've been watching the case of Jack and Lily pretty closely, um, up there too. Um, so, so I found the video, how to torture. Let's see if I can play it. Well, actually, I'll just skip through it. Oh, so he's pretty much just reading a book that says how to torture. That's freaking wow. And there's like a book where you can put somebody in a coffin and have spikes on it. Yeah, Flojo, I'm gonna send you a video, Flojo, of that group. I saw a documentary on them, a really good one, and I gotta tell you, man, trigger effing warning, man, with this. Trigger warning, man.
What's the trigger warning for?
For this 764 crew. I'm gonna go over it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do want to go over it because I do believe that it is. I'll send it to you on the Discord for members only. And thanks for the logos too, Flo. I saw them; they're pretty cool. I do want to go over it because I do think it is important to the case and important overall for people to have this information, because the information that I've heard, and I've been in true crime forever, is that you hear it's almost like a urban legend. You hear like some girl ate a bit off a hamster's head, and then and this documentary goes into all that, and it's true. It's not just an urban legend. And this is it's the stuff of nightmares times 1,000 that this group does. Sorry about that. 1 second. It's the stuff of nightmares times 1,000 to the 10th degree that what this group and these other groups do to these young people, and it's teens, some of them do it to other teens. I mean, the level of depravity and the level of unhuman-like actions. I'm telling you, I got to go over it, and I feel like it's an important subject. And man, so I sent it to you, Flo. Check it out. And guilty of crime. Oh, I think I've met this girl. Guilty of crime. I think she was covering the. Oh, that's cool. She was covering the Jake Carroll case. Felicia, thank you so much. I appreciate you for gifting. Yeah, it does.
Of crime.
Yeah, I think she's covering the Jake Carroll case. I think I've seen her over there. Real nice lady. Felicia, thank you so much for gifting 1 membership level Baby Shark to Guilty of Crime. If you've been gifted a membership by either Flojo, Cindy from Sun and South Florida, or Felicia, make sure you thank them. And also thank you to Sharon for your $5 donation on Cash App. And Lisa also with her 1 month gifted membership. Boom. Let's go.
And Flojo, did you? Flojo, did he?
Yeah, I did say Flojo.
Oh, okay.
No? Well, let me say it again. It's okay. I'll say it again. If I didn't, I don't want to miss anybody. Flojo, again, thank you so much for your super chat. $2.99, fist bumping with the pair. Boom. Flojo is my nurse on retainer as well as native girl. I got 2 nurses, one on my left, one on my right.
Flojo is the doctor, remember?
Well, I call him doctor. Doctor
Flojo.
Dr. Flojo. That should be his rap name. Because he used to rap, he says. His mom told me that he used to rap. Yeah. I'm just kidding. She said it in chat. That's what I meant. That sounded weird how I said that.
What do you mean you've been talking to my mom?
No. That's his rap name. No, okay. I meant that she said it in chat. Yeah. Damn, look at that. Since he was 12. Damn. I know, baby Manuelito. Yep. Zayam Mark. Zayam Mark. My rap name would be. Would just be Mark the Shark? It'd be boring. It'd be a boring name. But yeah, check that one out. I don't want to put it on here because it'll give you guys nightmares. So I don't want to bring this up. You guys can do your own research on it. And make sure you guys take some L-theanine for the nightmares tonight if you guys watch that documentary on 764 Crew. Goff C is the Steven Stearns woman, the one that doxed AS. Oh. Who? Somebody in here that is doxing. Maybe I read that wrong. I don't know. Do you see anything? Somebody doxing somebody here?
GFC is Stefan, however you pronounce his name, Stearns woman, the one that doxed. Oh.
Yeah. Is she in here? Is she in here?
I haven't seen her. But then I can't see all of the comments like.
Yeah, because I highly respect AS. Allegedly speculating. She has a special place here in my channel.
Yes.
So yeah, I'll get rid of that person. No ifs, ands, or buts.
So maybe she can clarify if she saw her.
Oh, she says no, not in. Oh, damn! I got all pumped up. Guys.
We're all on guard.
We're all on guard, man. We protect our own.
Not gonna be doxing Jessica.
I know, man. Like, what the hell? I mean, I hate that shit when people are like that.
Mm-hmm.
Live and let live. But anyway, He says, I can barely finish the Charlie Sheen documentary. You know what? There's a new documentary, actually, I wanted to go over too. Well, not go over it, but kind of mention it about the P. Diddy one that Netflix is coming out. So maybe we'll do a watch party on Discord for members only.
That would be cool.
Mm-hmm. So I know there's a new documentary from that. Yeah, I was feeling a little jumpy, Kolohi. Don't be effing with the Shark family, man. The Sharks will come after you, man. Yeah, I respect her a lot, man. She has good work ethic, and I like her channel. If you guys ever have a chance, check her out. Check out Fojo's channel too. But yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. Yeah, you guys got me all like, my blood started boiling for a minute.
I'll fight anybody.
Yeah, I'll fight anybody for charity. Seriously, for Cindy from Sunny South Florida for her charity, I will fight anybody. David, D4VD, Diva, whatever you want to call yourself, bring it. I will fight you for Cindy's charity. Let's go. Say something. Let's see. All right. Yeah, if you guys can, don't mention any channels or anything like that other than like the ones that I mentioned. Just a little courtesy one. As a side note, I know you guys are being cool, but just as a side note. So, all right. The Shark came out to play. Yeah, the Sharks, Julie. The Sharks came out to play. I'm telling you, man. Whitney too. Don't let me get Whitney on anybody, because that's that's my enforcer right there.
Where is Whitney?
I think she's watching hockey.
Oh, that's right. No, that wasn't today.
No, she watches hockey.
Yeah.
Baby ain't getting shit from that. I know, right? So, let's see. This is how I spell David's name. Like this, with a 4 at the end. This is how I spell it. Let's see if we can watch a clip of that. Let me see. Let's see. P. Diddy documentary on Netflix. Yeah, watch party would be interesting. Oh, here's 50 Cent. He's talking about it in Good Morning America. Yeah, let's play this one, because this one is the new, so it's fair use to an extent. So let me play. Let's see. But that's how I spell it. Goof Hunter love that one. Goof Hunter love that one. Woo. Let me share my screen. Yeah, he's skinny, huh? Let me play this.
Of Sean Diddy Combs in the days leading up to his arrest in New York last September.
You want to put the stuff in my fanny pack, King?
The exclusive video obtained by Netflix shows Combs debating with his lawyers about strategy.
Listen to me. I'm going to get off the phone right now, and I am going to let you professionals look at the situation and come back to me with a solution. No matter what nobody said. Let's just, here and there, y'all are not working together the right way. We're losing.
The footage is part of a new, highly anticipated docuseries by director Alex Stapleton and rapper and executive producer Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, titled Sean Combs: The Reckoning. Was there anything that surprised you when you were watching?
I think it was surprising that he actually filmed it.
It was very interesting to watch a man who's known for his brand presence. You know, he has a really amazing knack for marketing and all of that, and how he was sort of taking that into account in how he was coming off to the public.
The exclusive video also shows Combs in Harlem greeting fans.
Lord, you win. I'm gonna win. Lord, you win. Be with it. I'll accept it. I need some hand sanitizer. Hold on. I got it. I've been out in the streets amongst the people. Yeah, I gotta take a bag. Like the amount of people that actually I'm coming in contact with, like that's what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like 150 hugs.
You're a public person as well, and there was one instance in Harlem, and his reaction when those people
went away.
Got in his
car and said, I feel like I need to wash, like I'm dirt. That was, it shows you his character.
Was that the reason for including it?
Yeah, I mean, and what's the odds that you would do that in front of the camera? Like that's one of the moments where he forgot he was on tape.
How do you respond to people who say that it's more about the disdain that you have for Sean Combs than it is for giving the victims a platform?
What they consider a pre-existing beef, right, for 20 years, right, is me being uncomfortable with him suggesting that he takes me shopping, or I looked at it like it was like a tester, like maybe you'll come play with me, type of thing, right? And it's not personal.
I think it's important to also let people know that the show is not completely the perspectives of people that did not like Sean. We weren't trying to just get the highlights, the salacious details, you know, that the real goal was to storytell. And not everyone needed to have an allegation to be a part of this project.
The 4-part series also features 2 jurors from Combs' trial who are speaking for the first time about how they reached their mixed verdict, finding Combs guilty of 2 prostitution offenses, but clear of racketeering and sex trafficking charges, both sharing their thoughts on the relationship between Combs and singer Cassie. Juror 75 describing them as 2 people in love, and Juror 160 saying in part, domestic violence wasn't one of the charges. Cassie, is she a victim in all this?
I believe Cassie's a victim in all this because she came in as she's like 18, like 19 years old in the very beginning. After a while, over time, you condition for it.
The goal of what the film is trying to do is to let the audience kind of come in to ask questions like, were their decisions colored by certain things, and who got the benefit of the doubt, you know, in that courtroom?
Do you think that hip-hop culture was on trial as much as Sean Combs was?
Look, if I didn't say anything, you would interpret it as the hip-hop is fine with his behaviors. There's no one else being vocal. So you would look at it and just say, because that mind your business, or let me not say nothing about nothing, or those things, it would allow the entire culture to register as if they're for that behavior.
If Sean Combs watches this, what do you think he's going to feel?
Like, wow, this is amazing. I think he's going to say this is the best documentary I've seen in a long time. Because you'll see people saying that. I mean, he may feel a different way about pieces and bits of it, but he knows the truth. I think he'll see the truth in it.
Wow, that was some finish right there. Thank you, Robin, for that. Sean Combs' The Wrecking will be streaming worldwide on Netflix tomorrow.
Never before seen.
Tomorrow, not today. Let's see.
Oh.
Let's see. Yeah, this graphic right here has been helping me with the copyright, helping me avoid the AI.
Oh, so you find out whether you've been copyrighted?
Yeah, it's like fast because AI is on it. They have like these AI like say somebody streams my live and it has the mark on here.
Yeah.
Mark the shark or the way that I talk or something like that.
It immediately detects it.
It'll immediately detect it. I'll get an alert and I can decide whether I could leave it or copyright it. And you better believe that the team on the other side is copywriting it. You know what I mean? But sometimes it's automatically, sometimes it's manual, but a lot of it is just automatic because it's just the way it is with AI. But that's interesting how for the Sean Diddy Combs, yeah, we'll see if we can do a watch party. I'll see if I can set it up somehow on the Discord.
I wonder why 50 Cent always has the dirt on everyone.
Yep, he does. And he's he's like, they call him like a troll,
Mm-hmm.
and he supposedly picks on people. But the thing is,
Yeah.
I like his saying, and I go by that too. He says, "I don't look for problems, but if there's a problem, no problem." That's how I am. I'm not looking for trouble. I'm not bothering anybody. I stick in my lane. But if you guys want beef, if you guys want problems, all right, no problem, he says. And I'm the same way. And but that's what he says. He says it just, people come after him and he has to defend himself. But yeah, he always has a scoop on everybody, huh?
Yeah.
He's always there.
Well, nobody better be coming after Mark. On your show.
For sure. Yeah, the sharks will come after you guys. Yeah, it's not me that you have to worry about. It's them you have to worry about, not me. Oh, you got copyrighted, Flojo? Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. So, and it takes forever for it to edit that out, and I'm like, I don't want to deal with it. So that's why I put that. What did Kalohi said that rainbow turd? Kalohi, are you people in Hawaii? That's how they poop over there? Rainbow poop?
Rainbows.
Is that why you said it? That's funny. Let's see. Yeah. Do you have anything else? Because I'm at the 5-minute mark where I want to close it out.
No, I do not.
Right.
Yeah, I'd like to
Mm-hmm.
Tell everyone it's been great being here, and see you in the chat next time. Or, well, no, yeah, unless we do the live in between then, where I have the the material I was going to bring on. Otherwise, I'll see you in chat.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up for everybody here. Again, today my special guest has been Native Girl, top Native. She puts on there. What does that mean? I don't know. But she's one of my mods, and she wanted to come up just to dip her toe in the water because she wants to talk about the pregnancy, which we have been talking about long before it's been brought up. And I feel like it is important, as well as a different perspective on the NE. So stay tuned for that. We're gonna have to set that up. When do you want to do that? Do you want to do that tomorrow or Friday or next week? When do you want to do that?
Up to you. You're the boss.
Okay. I'm the boss, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Finally, somebody recognizes that. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you're always the boss.
Thank you. I'll set it up. Yeah, I'll set it up. I'll start working on the thumbnail. I canceled my membership for the ChatGPT because I want to put everything into one date, and so that's why a lot of the thumbnails that I've been putting out have been misspelled because I ran out of ChatGPT. I ran out of whatever it is, pictures, whatever it is. I ran out.
Show it to me. I'll be your spell check.
No, it does it automatically. So if I tell it to redo it, it tells me
okay.
I'm done for the day. But yeah, definitely, Native Girl. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you coming on the live. I really appreciate everybody in here, my subscribers, my members, the lurkers, the fan funding. Cindy from sunny South Florida gifted 5 gift memberships. Again, Lisa for 1 month was gifted a membership. Hopefully she sticks around. Flojo TV $2.99. Felicia with the gift membership as well, and Sharon too with the Cash App. I wish there was a way to bring that up on here, like a emoji or something. I'll have to figure that out. And thank you guys. Appreciate it. I'll be in the Discord. I'll be busy in the meantime though. And again, Stars, thank you so much for sending me your information. And what is it? Goof Hunter. Thank you again for those videos that you sent me as well. Everybody that has sent me information as well, feel free to drop me a line. And yeah, this is the Shark Family signing off, and we'll see you guys soon. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. You guys take care. Be safe out there. Good night.
Bye-bye.